to the System Magic Twitch stream. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Greg, this is Andrew, and joining us is special guest Dom Harvey, who's here in Minneapolis for the Pro Tour, and will be telling us all about Amulet Titan in Modern, an Amulet specialist, I've heard, and I'm really excited to play this deck with him. And so I'll get to the candle in a second, but before I do that, Dom, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Amulet in Modern and this in general, and then maybe also a little bit about this particular deck list that we're playing?
So I'm actually just here for this, and the PT is kind of an afterthought. But while I'm here, I guess Greg, why don't you introduce me to the viewers at home? What are your favorite aspects about me?
Oh my god, it's so savage.
Well, I mean, you know, Dom's a pretty great guy. I just met him last night. I like his love of reality TV, trashy reality TV. We have that in common. His love of hanging out in random coffee shops, another thing we have in common. I don't like his love of Modern because, you know, Modern is meh. And I really will never understand the 61 card thing. So, you know, Dom has some good things and some bad things going for him, is what I'm trying to say.
I like the question, which card is the 61st?
It's a really nice
question.
Well, but the best thing about Dom, and what really made us have to have him on the stream, is that Dom brought his own candle! So today's candle sponsor from Bath & Body Works is Sailing in the Mediterranean, with no description about the scent other than that. But it's a beautiful 3-wick candle from Bath & Body Works that really is a very pleasant candle. Also a really beautiful blue color on this candle. And here, I can see if there's a lot of text on the bottom. I don't know if it describes the scent at all.
It feels like a fire hazard at this point.
Sea salt and sails is all it says, which is not really a description of the color, of the flavor or the color or the scent. But
it's a good scent because it has a scent, but you have to work for it. You have to lean in and sniff it and just ambiently absorb it. It doesn't overpower you.
To be fair,
take control of your nose.
You've yet to have the candle lit. And thanks for the subscription, DC Sports. Glad to have you back. But yeah, you do say that, but you've yet to have it lit. You've only smelt it unlit. Once you light it, then the aroma really spreads throughout the room. Trust me, in an hour of doing this, you might be like, please blow that candle out. But unfortunately, you can't because, I don't know, that's a part of the stream.
Are we meant to be delivering any sea shanties to go along with our beautiful?
Ooh,
that's why
scent?
we brought you along. We'll do a little da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da if you wanna provide the lyrics.
Well, as we've noted before, Greg is a recovering theater kid and also maybe not recovering.
Yeah.
So
that's true. The quotes say so. And the quotes never lie.
I did encounter a Hairspray playbill on my way here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are kind of random musical playbills scattered throughout our house, but you know. Yeah, I also maybe just doing this whole stream half off the screen.
Yeah,
you know?
wait, have we ever had a visible guest and both of us here?
I don't know if we have.
Yeah.
Because I think when Jesse was here physically, you were playing the thing.
I was playing a
So
mono
only me
event
and
on
Jesse were actually on stream. So I'm not sure we've actually done this before. Maybe we have. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
it's cozy in here, so.
It really is. We're all becoming much closer.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We are celebrating Greg Day of Visibility, in which Greg is visible.
Yeah.
For all to enjoy.
Happy Greg Day of Visibility. Wow, we're really off the handles.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, chat really wants to know about this 61st card. So which card is the 61st, Dom?
I mean, I'm no mathematician, but if you constructed an ordering of all the cards in the deck, there would be 61 as the final count.
Sure.
And then how you get that to 60 is anyone's guess.
So you're saying it's not a well-ordered set?
It absolutely is not a
well-ordered set.
Okay. Absolutely not. Chan is asking, have I got lost in the source? First of all, this is not my list. Just stole it for the purposes of the stream. Secondly, there are 2 fewer Metamorphs in this list than the list I stole and delivered to Andrew. So let's not be throwing accusations at me here.
Yeah, Dom is like, we're playing Metamorph, and I was like, really? He's like, don't worry, I got 2 of them. It's like, okay, thanks.
This list won a challenge in the hands of a more deranged Amulet specialist than myself.
Oh my god.
who is doing their best to make Amulet more and more lit with every passing week.
Yeah. Oh no, that quote is going to be used in some rough situations.
Notably, this Amulet list is actually more unmainstream than normal by virtue of having the card from Evil Titan in it, which is not a guarantee.
Oh no.
Over the past weekend of challenge
I
facing
saw that
Amulet
list.
list.
It was so deranged.
What did it play instead of Prime Time?
Like 4 Cultivated Colossus.
And Kahira as a companion.
Wow.
Because once you're free from the constraints of...
It's a plant
From Evil
beast,
Titan.
huh?
It is.
Yeah? Huh?
Yeah. God.
Yeah, maybe we should cut one of the amulets to go down to 60. Maybe that's a good idea.
Well, so one of the Amulet Twitter people has started a challenge in which they have to 5-0 a league with an Amulet list with each different companion.
Wow.
So, as you can imagine, some companions are more conducive to
I was
this
about
goal
to
than
say,
others.
there's like Zerda and Gyruda are going to be really rough.
Zerda's gonna be a tough
Karuga Amulet, something of a contradiction in terms.
Sure,
We'll
also
work our way around that.
Lutri amulet is...
Well, that one is, you can at least play all of these
you
cards.
can play
just
one amulet.
Just in a different...
That's one more
integer.
that you can play in Gyruda or Zerda.
Oh God.
Oh, Umori. You have to
Well-
play all artifact amulets?
Well, so Spike has already debuted Gigantha Amulet, which also is its own strange, crazy concoction.
Okay. That's got to be in the top 5 of most functional amulet decks.
Well, wait. Yeah, I guess that's true. God.
So, okay. So, let's say I'm new to Modern and I've never played Amulet before. I have no idea what's going on here. Can you give us a little TLDR about what this deck is trying to do in its games and how it wins?
So the short answer is you get 6 mana, you cast Evil Titan, and then that opens up all of the different toolboxes in the deck. You go from there. If you want the long answer, then go to my Twitter, where you can find a link to my 80-page, 32,000-word Amulet guide,
Amazing.
which will cost you exactly $0.
Wow.
Because in a world where you have the internet and all of human knowledge is at your fingertips for free, the idea of charging $5 for a stock deck list with 3 different cards seems a little cringe, in my view. But yeah, it's basically you are a RAM deck where all your toolboxes give you this inevitability, but you're subsidized by the fact that you can just kill people on turn 2 with the Amulet stuff if you need to. So you're kind of the fastest pure combo deck if you need to be, but then you're also you cast from Evil Titan and that beats people who are trying to play fair, as has been the case for a decade or more at this point. So
Nice. And anything about this particular list? We've already touched on the Metamorphs a little bit, but anything you want to call out as people are looking at this particular list we'll be playing?
yeah, the Metamorphs, so they actually do have a purpose in the deck, which is you can use those as your second Amulet as... if you have Amulets already, then that another ramp spell in conjunction with your Grazer, your Dryad, stuff like that. You can chain Titan into Metamorph and then keep going there, or the Colossus can draw you a bunch of cards, and then one of those is the Metamorph, that can be the second Colossus, you go from there. There's a stretch goal of Metamorph something, and then copy that something with Megathon's Gardens, because Metamorph stays an artifact.
Nice,
After
okay.
that. And then just against various decks in the format, so like against Scam, sometimes you re-Fury them off their Fury, and now they don't have a board and you do, or against Creativity, right? They make one Archon, and now you have an Archon, or they don't have an Archon anymore. So there's also weird stuff like that can come up, but I figured for stream purposes, Metamorph is pretty good, because there were lots of like weird, wacky moments that couldn't happen with a more, a less deranged Amulet list, shall we say.
Yeah. It's been determined there is no 61st card. That we can't order them, so that's why we have to play 61. Do you always play 61 cards or only an Amulet?
Well, I don't always. I don't play it always or always an Amulet, but since people always ask about it, well, now it's just like it's a guaranteed talking point.
Okay,
it
sure.
gets the people going. So
Like when you play in drafts, do you play 41 cards?
No.
Okay.
Well, but okay. So wait.
you'll never say no.
I want to chat a story about this. It's a great story. So, okay, I teamed with Dom for a Team Energy once,
Yes.
in which Dom played 61 card Amulet in the Modern seat. And as chat might be aware, I'm strongly against 61 cards. And so, what I was told is that Dom was concerned that I would just take the list he sent me, because I was seeing lists because I registered the team, as I always do, and just remove a card and submit the list. And like give him no choice but to play 60, because at that point he'd be locked in. The list is submitted. He'd have to take a game loss.
Which I would say is a valid fear, and if you're not seeing what your teammates are registering, are you doing your due diligence as a team leader?
But see, what actually happened is I didn't see. I would like to state that I believe that I may have actually done this, except for the fact that I didn't realize let's see something with 61 cards. Like, I didn't count it. I just pasted it immediately and press submit, and then we were off to the races. And so yeah, I think the fear is very legitimate. But I didn't do it because I didn't notice. And then the next day, we were playing day one of the tournament, and I'm like, wait, Tom, is your list 61 cards? And he's like, yes. And I was like, what? It was just news to me on the day of the event.
With this list, you could color Forest or something, or a Cabinet of Souls, or whatever. The 61st card is immaterial, you know?
It's probably a land, right? There's 35.
You would think so.
I feel like the normal lists are 35 is a little on the high end, but I don't know precisely.
Really, for any Magic deck, 35 is on the high end. But it's more justifiable here than in other cases.
But don't even this range isn't 31 to 35 the range kind of?
Before Mycosynth Gardens, I think you could make a case for that. Now though, even with 34 to 35 lands, there are more lands you want to put in the deck than land slots you have going spare. So space is even more of a concern than it seems like it should be. But yeah, I mean, you could justify anywhere up to 4 Passages in the main deck. A lot of people like the main deck Bajuka Bog. If you just list all the lands you theoretically want in the deck, you get to 50 something pretty quickly. So at some point years ago, Sam Black had a 120 card Valakut Titan list because that deck was truly deranged. This is a little more normalized, but you see how you can talk yourself into something like that. Yoru and Amulet was never really a thing, but it was more of a plausible thing than it seemed like it had any right to be, just because of that factor alone.
Well, probably the best companion.
Well, not anymore is the thing. Yoru and Amulet might be the hardest one, tied with Lurrus Amulet, to actually 5-0 a league with.
Okay, yeah.
But really, shout out to anyone who can actually manage that.
Yeah.
I mean, what I was going to say about this is okay.
Oh, because it's banned. I get it.
I'm a firm 61 card hater, and I don't believe in it at all. However, I do think that 61st cards are more reasonable to the larger your deck, the more your deck tutors, basically.
Yes.
Because the more your deck tutors, then the more it's true that having that one slot there will provide it could be that the case that in tutor matchups tutor cards are right, and you'll have both of them way more by playing one copy because you tutor all the time. It's definitely less wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm willing to make a statement that it's right, but I'm willing to commit to it is more acceptable.
I think the two baseline requirements to justify it at all are you have reliable access to various cards in your deck via these toolboxes, and also you're not overly reliant on drawing any one specific card. In the second case, both Amulet and Titan, your namesake cards, you really do want to draw those, so that is a big knock against it. But in decks White-Green Depths and Legacy, I think is actually a really good example where you have all these different toolboxes. None of those cards are that important that you really need any of them urgently or at any given time, but just being able to get the one fill in the blank land from your deck does add a lot of utility in a lot of spots. So I think a deck like that you could really easily justify going over 60 if that's something you're into, but you don't have to be.
So one last question before we jump into games.
Yeah.
So if you had to rank this deck on a scale from 0 to 10, where 10 is a lot like the Pokemon Charmeleon, and 0 is not at all resembling the Pokemon Charmeleon, is there a particular number that jumps to your mind?
Definitely in the 9 range, I would say.
Really? Okay.
It's very volatile, and there are many creatures in the deck that resemble Charmeleon.
Okay.
Arboreal Grazer, tilt your head at the right angle.
Has Charmeleon... Wait, here, we can hold them side by side
do a
and
heads
see.
up comparison.
Yeah. If we just put this guy kind of on his head,
Then Endurance, no idea what the hell is going on there, but,
Oh, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed some baseball broadcasts. They are great.
Oh my god, the baseball is keeps creeping back into the stream. But anyway, so yeah, we can kind of get into a league here. I've played some Amulet, obviously much less Dom hat, but I did seriously consider playing it in Energy Champs in all legitimacy. I eventually didn't, but I think it was I don't know, probably I was third closest to registering, something like that. I was pretty close to registering.
And actually, Andrew told me off stream that he's 100% locked to play Amulet at Energy Champs.
He was just bloodied and beaten in the arena of ideas too often.
Yeah. I can tell because I have season tickets.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, basically what happened is, like, we
Really
thought...
a lot of old stream bits at once in the last minute, but yeah, keep going.
It's like March of the Machine. It's like the all-star lore.
Oh,
all
yeah,
coming
yeah.
together.
Exactly.
I'm still waiting on the...
Oh, we did it.
I mean, this hand's very good. I assume we should keep.
Yes. I like these forests too. Are these the default forests on this account? Or?
Yeah, I got rid of all the other
Okay,
forests.
good choice.
So,
Good choice.
okay, so wait a minute here. We don't actually have a full. We wait. So this is turn 3, right?
Yes, you don't have turn 2 queued up yet, but there are a lot of redraws that make this into a turn 2.
Right. If we draw Titan or Pact or Dryad or Azusa
Or Grazer.
Okay, there's a lot. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a very good matchup for us. Okay, we didn't draw it.
No.
So is there? Does it matter which land I play here? Is the question.
Not especially. I would hold Growth Chamber in case you draw T-West and need to transmute T-West, because then if you play that as your land for the turn, you're making double blue with a double untapped as opposed to just leaving it in play. Other than that...
Like, these are kind of the same cards. They both make half of the mana required for the Slayer Stronghold / Sunhome stuff, right?
Yes.
So
the weird thing would be... I forget exactly which mix of balance lines I sent to you, but hypothetically, like if we drew Boris Garrison and then that would maybe be weird in combat, it would be fine. We'd figure it out.
Okay, let's just play
I would play
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, because we have 2 of them in case it matters.
And also, like, Valakut is a red land. It is very marginal.
Can I steal the computer for a minute? I need to update the deck command.
We
forgot to do that.
update it. Okay,
Okay.
that's
We're just going to take a minute off the clock as we do this.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
We probably won't time out.
Yeah.
I was worried you were going to click on the bounce line and have it bounce itself for a second, which would actually kind of turn off our game.
Yeah, the deck command
that would be bad.
has not been updated. It's whatever we were playing last.
Okay.
So
Well, it's probably Lotus then.
Yeah.
Which it is a land-based Alboreal Grazer combo deck, so it is similar in a sense.
The people want to see the Lotus.
If people want to see the Lotus, hold on, I'm busy.
Well, Ace is definitely asking because you're busy.
I know.
is what I would say.
Oh God, where did this...
I believe that's
it's
very
here.
likely.
Yeah, here we go. Open. Also, yeah, Isaac's, thanks for the raid in the middle of the day today. I actually was sitting by the computer when it happened, and I heard the ding.
Oh my god!
I was just sitting here
Why?
doing other things, and I hear a loud ding, and I'm like, oh, he just got raided by Azax.
Wait, did he have like his own ringtone? Like,
No,
very
no.
specific.
No, it's the same ring for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes a sound to imply kind of villainous intent. It's sort of ominous.
It actually made me one of my, like, paranoias is that I'm gonna accidentally go live when I'm just like doing things around the house. Okay, now you can have it.
Okay. Well, don't worry, I'm not about to take minigame actions on this turn.
I do enjoy the implied BM of just tanking for 2 minutes on our turn 2 draw.
It's fine.
I mean, our opponent would do something pretty weird here for us not to just destroy them. Alright.
Wait, did it not?
Wait, is that our only Valakut we just drew?
Yes.
I guess that
that
probably
doesn't
doesn't matter, yeah, because we make enough Titans that it's irrelevant. Yeah, okay. Let's...
Okay, yeah, you're good.
You don't want me to start the party?
Wait, why didn't this... Why am I... No, okay, sorry. You're good. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what Greg's worried about. I think we're about to win the game easily. So let's play Growth Chamber Make 4, shall we?
So, prior to about 2 months ago, this would just cleanly be 20 damage, nothing could really interfere. There was a list that won... I want to say it was the Hunt Burden Memorial, some large modern tournament that had Solitude in both the main deck and the sideboard, which adds a theoretical wrinkle there. So
that's true.
There are some warning signs, like if you see a Mirror's Call, it's like an additional white card that they can fold into their mana base, that screams Solitude. We haven't seen any signs of that yet, and I don't think it really makes sense to play around it, so...
Yeah, you want to find T-West, do the T-West, like, re-Titan trick, right? And then, like, haste both of them?
Well, we can't actually do that, so...
Oh, wait, you get third Titan do that? Oh, no, we'll die to this? Oh,
yes.
That's awkward. Wait,
So,
you're right.
Well, okay, so what we can do is we pack a Titan, we cast Titan, we give it haste, we give it haste again, we attack, we now have a 10-power Titan.
Oh, you just want to 20 them the old-fashioned
yes.
way. Okay, I see. So that is vulnerable to, like, nonsense. But
yeah, if they have exactly Solitude or some, like, main deck path or something weird like that, then we would die.
But I'm not sure we should worry about that. Yeah. Oh, wait, you're right. We don't quite have enough to retighten.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, because we can't transmute then casting. That's 9 mana. We only 6. Yes. Okay, sorry.
So there are some other paths on the game tree here. So one of them is the opponent just concedes because we have double Amulet and a Titan. Like, that happens more than you would think. Also, against Hammer, unless they basically have everything, what you can often do is just turtle up behind Boseiju.
Sure.
So you just get Boseiju, bounce land, bounce Boseiju, hold up Boseiju, and it's very difficult for them to stitch together a kill through that, especially with nothing on the board currently. So that would almost be the safe play, is just to get Boseiju bounce land. I would just go for the kill here, I think.
Yeah.
Especially because, for stream purposes, if we die to some ludicrously improbable scenario, that's also good for content. So
Okay, wait.
We're here to win.
Whoa.
This part's important. Yeah,
Yes.
so I have to make sure
So, bounce on trigger on the bottom.
Yeah, well, the bouncer triggers on the bottom, that's fine, but I have to make sure I have to order my Amulet triggers, right? So this is Garrison, this is Garrison, this is Slave Stronghold, this is Strength
Yes.
Sergeants, right? So I have to click a Garrison, then a Stronghold, then a Garrison, then a Stronghold, right?
So you can go inside out, basically. So
And you want me to click this first?
no. So you start on the inside, and you go, let's say, second trigger,
Oh, you want to go...
then third trigger, then 1 to 4, or you can do the reverse. But
I think it's
it has to be
first, outside, inner, last is, I think, how that works.
Talk math to me, Greg. Let's do this.
What do you mean? This is insane. Wait, so okay, wait. All I really need to happen is I need to have one of these Slave Strongholds and then one Boros Garrison trigger, right? And as long as that's true, I'm fine.
So say that again.
So wait, the one I click first doesn't matter. It can be either, right?
So you want to have access to the Garrison mana at the point where the second Stronghold trigger hasn't resolved
I
yet.
hate this. Dom, click the triggers. I can't take this. I'm giving Dom the mouse. I can't handle it. I'm losing my mind.
The foil joke was my favorite joke I've ever made on stream.
Oh my god. Craig is just like making math jokes, and I'm like, I'm really worried I'm gonna misclick them, and we're actually gonna die to our pact, and I can't take it. And I'm giving down the mouse just to do this.
Yeah, there was a point where Moto, if you had multiple triggers coming from sources of the same name, it would auto-stack them for you. So if you had a stack like this, as soon as you put the Garrison trigger on the stack, the others would just appear in some order. And so you had to like find a way to ignore that. Luckily, that's not the world we live in anymore.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I like how our opponent has used less than 50 seconds of clock time.
Well, they're just dead too, probably. Presumably. Okay.
Right.
I believe I can now handle it. Oh my god. Wait, so I need to Vesuva here, right? I have Vesuva Sunhome?
Sunhome and Vesuva on Garrison.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna have the same... Oh no, I guess here it's fine. There's no way to screw it up. Okay.
Well, you say that now.
As long as it gets to the bottom, which is,
Yeah.
then nothing matters, is the thing. Like, I just want to know which one is where. But yeah, so I can just put these in any order, I think. Yeah. So this is Garrison. Alright. Float. It's Garrison.
When I was in 7th grade and Ravnica came out, Sun Home Fortress of the Legion was one of my favorite Magic cards.
Sounded sweet. This is one of the legitimately cool things about this deck to me, is it has so many obscure lands that would just never show up constructed in any other context, but they just do exactly what you need them to do for one specific use there.
Yeah, it would be bizarre if our opponent had a path and just didn't use it. I agree, but you never know. Or Solitude. I mean, but who knows? I can't fathom the mind of a Solitude Hammer player, really.
I appreciate you making the colorless there.
Oh yeah, it was actively wrong because it cost Clock Tower no benefit. But anyway. Alright, so like...
Well, they went under 1 full minute, so, you know.
We definitely want these cards.
Yes.
Do we not want this against Hammer? Where would you say Metamorph is not good?
I mean, they have so many artifacts and creatures we can copy. I don't know if that really gets us anywhere. Also, gets us... Like, if we copy their Pure Steel Paladin, it gets us closer to Metalcraft, in case we then metamorph an equipment. So, lots of angles to consider.
Much to consider.
However, so I've cut the Gemstone Caverns. No, actually, no. We won game one.
We're on the draw.
Okay,
Keep
keep the Gemstone Caverns.
We should keep the caverns. I assume we should cut like caverns, right? Like
Yes.
this, I assume our worst land, like in some number, like I don't know, 3.
Sure. You want a decent number of terminal green sources for Grazer, but
We are bringing in 2.
We're bringing in 2 more Besiegers, and our Gemstone Caverns is live as a green source potentially, so we can do that. I think I would just cut the Metamorphs, yeah,
Okay.
and then this is the matchup where like you can. Oh, that's 61. Perfect. Don't have to cut anything else.
Can you cut the 61st card in sideboarding?
No.
No, you can't.
I didn't think
If
so.
you play 61, you're locked in. Oh, I did not mean to do whatever I just did. Just was super that Foss Middle with Paladin Hammer teaching a lesson. Yeah, thanks, man. That's really helpful.
I mean, Vesuva on Inkmoth is a line that actually comes up sometimes, but
So this hand is good, but we don't have a payoff is our basic situation, right? But we're gonna like maybe TOS for 1.
yeah, we're gonna have enough mana that we should be able to route that through the TOS to get a pact if all goes to plan. So
Yeah, it seems like a keep to me.
yeah, easy keep, and again, a lot of draws which just really light a fire under the hand and turn it into turn 2, turn 3 kill. Plus we
Right.
have Dismember as a form of interaction, so
I mean, my sort of experience when I was testing this matchup is I don't really. It's one of I think Game's best match, but I don't
Yes.
really know how Hammer wins. It seemed very challenging to me.
basically Amulet is a faster combo deck, but because this is a matchup where Beseiju just is interaction, you also get a free roll being more interactive than they are. So
Okay, so I assume we want to lead on Cavern, Beast, Amulet, but then they draw a card. Like that would be the natural lead, right? Because then our Grazer gets max value. But if we do that, we're giving them a card. But then we just don't care.
well, okay, so we could.
This is an interesting.
By the way, real quick, Slad, glad to hear that. Glad you're enjoying the Lotus Field streams we did recently. They're also up on YouTube, so you can go watch them there if you prefer.
Yeah. After sideboard, you get some interaction, they get some interaction, so sometimes if your hand just doesn't line up well against the way they're interacting with you, you can die that way, or if they want to play, like, sometimes they just have the nuts, but, yeah, so a few different routes with this hand. We could just play land, play Amulet, let them have a card back, which is, I think it would be fine to do that. They're already on a mod 6, and Sentinel isn't a great card against us anyway, so if we just strand them without the moving parts to stitch the nut draw together, then I think that's fine. Would expose that Amulet to something like March of Otherworldly Light, which is the card they often have.
Yeah, agreed.
I
So that's kind of why I think the Grazer line might be overall better. Even though I
Yes.
understand it's less explosive. We're like wasting our we're using our Grazer like suboptimally.
Yes, but then the Dryad lets you buy back that explosiveness on a future turn because you're going to have an additional land draw once
yeah.
we get to double Amulet. The question then becomes though, so we play Cavern Beast, we play Grazer, then what are we doing next turn? Because we can't cast Dryad unless we put in our Growth Chamber this turn, or unless next turn we play Amulet and then play the Growth Chamber. So
That's true.
I think I actually do like.
Yeah, like I think the spot we're in is actually pretty interesting. I mean, it's good. All our lines are good.
Yes.
But but which line is the goodest is pretty hard to discern, I think.
I'm
Like
kind of tempted to just take it a little slow because
you don't care about Dryading in 2. You want to just like
yeah.
play Cavern, like play Grazer, like put in I guess not the bounce land, like the Gardens or something. And the next time we play Amulet, copy Amulet or something.
So once we Grazer, we could next turn either just Amulet, don't pay, and then play bounce land, play Dryad to keep doing our thing, or just Amulet pay if you want to take it super slow, just constrain their resources as much as possible. But yeah. I think leading on Grazer conceals our Amulet a bit and also doesn't give them the card back right away.
But we're supposed to put in Gardens, right? Or are we supposed to put in T-West? I guess.
I think you can put in T-West, yeah.
I guess I'm trying to figure if it matters. It seems like it doesn't matter.
Well, if there's a world where we don't want to play Amulet at all next turn, then so let's say we put in TOS, next time we draw Basic Forest. We could play Basic Forest, play Dryad, play Gardens, and just pass at that point. Is another line we could take. So that leaves open the most options.
Okay, I see your point. Yeah, okay. So we should play TOS. Yeah. What is happening now? Can just play it. Look, we could do a lot of things. This line does hide our power level. Yeah.
I would like a nice prediction on how much how much more time they will have on their clock than we will.
So I guess I just block because if they hammer or don't have it, I want to block.
Correct, yeah.
It seems like it's kind of a free roll. If they hammer here, I don't know how that change. I guess that means they're going to be drawing the card no matter what. So then we might as well play it, right?
Yes.
But I guess, like, oh my god. Okay. So now we do a lot of stuff. Let's see. So we can play Amulet, play Cynic Growth Chamber, untap it, bounce T-West, play a Zeus. Oh no, sorry, bounce itself, not bounce Zeus yet. We bounce Zeus later. Bounce itself, play Azusa, then we have 6. Wait, can we time this turn?
Quick count, I don't think you can.
It seems like we can't, but I could be miscounting.
Let's see, so you play Amulet, you give them a card, you have to then you play Bounce Land as your land with melee to get to 3.
Yes.
So then you play Azusa, you then have no left, so yeah, you're not getting up there. What you can do is end the turn with double Amulet, Dried Azusa.
Yes, which is probably very good.
Yeah, with Growth Chamber ready to go for next turn. So
yeah, so I guess we should do that. So it's okay. This starts with just playing Amulet.
Yeah.
Our opponent will draw a card, and there's nothing we can do about it. I will not play 11. All right, so now let's start ritualing. And I guess my order of ritualing doesn't. I think now it's irrelevant. It seems irrelevant.
So you want to play Azusa first because then you get 2 land drops back, and that gets you to 4. Then you go down to 1 for.
Oh wait, do I have to play Azusa first though? Wait, don't I have
Yes.
Oh no, you're right. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'll just be wrong. We'll see how many times Andrew's wrong on the stream.
I love when Andrew's wrong on the stream.
It's like that riddle where one of us always makes the wrong plays, one of us always makes the right plays.
Nice.
And then try to figure out which is who.
One of us chooses at random. Yeah.
I appreciate that this means on this particular stream I choose at random.
So
Also,
now...
though, normally if Andrew's wrong on stream, it means I'm right.
Yeah.
Which is maybe why I like it.
Okay, so now you go up to 4 mana again.
Right, and I'm going to play Dryad, and I'm going to play Mike's Gardens, or whatever, however you say that.
Yes, and have it copy Amulet right away in case they have a, I don't know, March or something.
Yeah. No reason not. We definitely want to copy main phase. It's the best phase. And then we do also have 2 chump blockers, which means it seems like it's pretty difficult for him to kill us this turn, but it's not literally impossible.
They would need like natural double hammer Shadow Spell or something, or
Yeah.
Something deranged like that.
It's not literally impossible, but it is quite difficult.
Yes. Okay. So now
We definitely should chump. There's no way we shouldn't chump.
yes, I think you have to chump. The question is, what do you chump with? And so, if you keep Dryad in play, you're going to have enough mana to you have 2, 6, 10. So you can Titan and then
We can Titan with 1 up after, like essentially 1 mana unspent. I'm going to describe it.
yeah. Let's see, 2, 6, 10, 1, 2, 3, 7. So you keep Azusa, you could actually just you could have some like it says 2, 6, 10, 14, so 8. There are shortcuts of this math, but I'm too tired to figure them out. So 2, 6. 10,
my main question is like, are we actually taking a Valakut line at all?
Well, no, you don't have to.
So like, it seems like this block is clearly better if we're not interested in Valakut specifically. It seems like that's what it comes down to, and I don't think we're gonna Valakut.
You're either triggering Valakut or you're just making several Titans and hasting them all, which gets you to the same process.
Yeah, so I think we just do this.
Yeah.
And then then the only important thing is to make sure I bounce the T-West on the last bounce.
Yes.
Alright, so let's make this block. Just an unhinged amount of time to being spent in games where hideously winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically agree with the statement multi-Titan is easier. Although they do gain 12, but I think it'll be enough Titans.
So
maybe it won't be.
Conveniently, double Titan with double Amulet is 32 damage.
But they have a chump blocker.
But you have a Dismember and you have a 1/2 attacker. So
that's true. Okay.
All roads lead to Rome in this case.
Okay. Right.
Also,
we just drew
Pact.
That's good. That means we don't need to it means we don't actually need to T-West at all, so I can use all my land drops for mana if desired, and I can bounce the T-West back off the first Titan.
Yeah, so you
right?
use
So now I just use all my land drops to make 4.
And that was going to be the case anyway, but now you don't have to transmute on the back end after you've made all the...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess do either way. Okay. Here, I'll float some arbitrary mana here. Just to make sure. Alright. Let's take some actual game action so our opponent doesn't tilt off against us too savagely.
Which they would have every right to, if you ask me, but... Okay.
Alright.
We did just waste so much of their time.
Oh, we're wasting this is going to be a time-wasting stream, okay, chat?
Do you think they're fans of the stream?
Maybe.
We have no reason to believe that.
Sometimes people show up afterwards and say GG's. That's always nice.
Yeah, so now I guess I can choose to bounce my T-West. I guess I should choose that.
You should, yeah.
Yeah. That way I'm not locked into getting a bounce in with my Titans, although I think I probably will end up getting at least one, but whatever. So now, okay, let's pact. Oh yeah, they will draw a card. That sure will happen.
But we could pay 12.
We could have misclicked on that and then killed ourselves.
That would have been a nightmare. Alright, so let's cast Titan. So now we just want to find another T-West and a bounce land, right?
Sure, or you don't even need the T-West at this point. You could just get double bounce land. But...
That's true. But let's see, is there anything else cool I can do? I guess not really. The last one's just going to find Boros Garrison and
you could
whatnot.
Waste some time with Cultivated Colossus if you like, but...
That seems unnecessary. So you just want to find 2 bounce lands, is your proposal?
Sure. Yeah.
I could find Gardens as well and copy this again. I guess there's no reason to do that.
There's no reason. That just generates more triggers.
Yeah, okay. So let's get... So you want to get 2 Cynic Growth Chambers or whatever?
May as well get, like, Gruul Turf Sanctuary just so...
Oh, sure. That's reasonable. Give us some color diversity. Okay.
And yeah, these you can just stack anywhere.
Yeah. Greg has a lot of strong opinions about how I should stack them that I plan to ignore. I don't even know which trigger is for which land at this point. I'm just kind of doing it. But, you know. And sure, we can pick up, like, a Cavern and, like, a bounce land of some random sort. I don't know, this one. We can transmute T-West. Whatever. Use another blue mana, I don't care. Find Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact again. Find another Titan. And now we can make now we need to find the second T-West, right? That's the deal here?
Oh no, now you find Stronghold.
Oh wait, I can't make a third Titan?
I mean, you probably could, yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely can.
Okay.
But you can only haste 2 of them.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Because you've used your land drops and yeah, so...
Oh, I see. Okay, so I could have maybe made more with a Gardens line then, right? I guess whatever. This is irrelevant.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
We're deep in garbage time, chat. Alright, so you think I should just get Garrison now? Because it doesn't matter.
Oh, not Garrison, Stronghold.
I mean, yeah, Stronghold and... Well, Stronghold and what, I guess?
So...
It's irrelevant?
It doesn't matter. I would get Valakut, I guess. Or
even though we don't have the thing?
Yes, just to make the mana on the back end easier. But...
Okay, sure. We can get Valakut.
Your plays are scripted from here. You're going to give both Titans haste.
Yeah.
You're then going to attack, give both of them double strike. That's 32. Azusa gets you 33. You can also just remember the Paladin.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I can do this too now, I guess. I have all this mana floating, whatever. I guess I didn't have to pay 4 life, but I chose to do so. Alright, so now we just attack. Attack. So my first turn I can just get a bunch of mana off of, basically, and then I can just get the thing.
First one, I would get Garrison and whatever.
Yeah, like Boros Garrison Beseiju or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zusa doing God's work here as an attacker.
Also, keep an eye out for the cheeky legendary Beseiju discount with the Zusa, which comes out more than you might think.
Oh, man. So now I have 6 mana floating. Okay, so I just find another bounce land of some sort.
Sunhome and any land.
Yeah. We could get another Boros Garrison with Suba for funsies.
Sure.
the ordering still doesn't matter.
No.
So, wait, what does it matter a little? Wait, I have to make it mana with Boros Kitchen at least once first, right?
You're fine. Just make sure that you activate Sunhome before it untaps for a second time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
So as soon as the Sunhome untaps, activate it before anything else happens.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing matters. Okay. I'm just terrified after because of the last scenario, honestly.
No.
This Titan. Okay. Really quite the experience we're giving chat in just our first game out. Whatever. What's this one? I guess I could also say do something for the memes.
And it appears the correct answer was 17 minutes was the time differential between us and our opponent.
Okay. We'll try to win with about the same number of turns, but less minutes. This is what
they're here for.
They're here to see me and Dom just take unhinged Amulet lines when we can't possibly lose.
And we make snarky comments about the clock.
Bear in mind, we played 2 games. We killed on turn 3 both games, and we had 5 minutes left on the clock. So
nice. Yeah, they can concede at any time.
Is it time?
Oh, baby.
The cabin?
I mean, we keep this, right?
Are we on the play or the draw?
Oh, good question. Sorry, let's check. We're on the draw?
Yes! Is it time for a lot counter?
I mean, we're going to keep. I don't know. What are we cutting off of, though?
The thing is, I don't think... It might actually not be
It
time
might
for
be
a lot
wrong.
counter.
Yeah,
it might
I was
be wrong,
that
which
too.
is terrifying, but...
Well, because... Okay, so let's think about this. I mean, the card we could afford not to have in our hand is Beseiju.
Yes.
So we could... Because, like... Or it could, I guess, be Grazer, but that seems insane.
No.
So...
The problem is that our payoff is Colossus, which really rewards us for having additional lands in our hand.
Yeah, so you think we should decline?
I think we should decline. And as scripted, assuming they don't interact with us, this is a turn 3 double Amulet Colossus hand anyway. So I don't think in this case the Caverns is actually going to speed us up in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And if we need to break the glass and play Grazer on 1, we now have the Beseiju anyway that we would have thrown away to the thing. So I think we just have to decline.
Yeah, okay, I agree with you. It's very sad, though.
Yes.
I like how we're tanking on perform and opening game action. Like, they're just sitting over there like, what do they have?
Alright, so our plan here is to play Amulet on 1, I assume.
Yeah, we have 7 on the draw.
Oh, we drew the other Art of Metamorph. You'd love to see it.
Wow, yeah.
so let's just play Cavern Amulet. And I don't think it matters which land we play, really? I guess.
No, I mean... Beseiju is better to have in play for Grazer, but also better to have in hand for being Beseiju, so...
Right, that's what I was thinking. So I'm not sure which of those things affects Dominates. I guess we could spend much time thinking about it, as is our tradition on the stream.
As is our one. This better not be Mill.
Well, it did say in that the last thing they were seen playing was Mill.
That's an hideously bad matchup. It's difficult to describe how bad it is. It's very bad.
Although, we did deck a list with 3 endurances in the sideboard, so that's a start, okay?
Okay, so I should... Simico Chamber Bounce itself play Amulet?
Yes.
3 mana Amulets for days?
Correct.
Alright. I don't know how we could lose to Mill. I mean, it's kind of unclear. Like, just we've been winning so easily. Like,
Also, the
Great
61st
choice
card
of
gives us a little bit of Mill.
That's true. God, if we win the game with 1 card in deck somehow.
Why are the Metamorphs mismatching? I mean, blame mana traders. I don't really control which things they give me. Oh, they're holding up field? That's really annoying.
That's kind of gross, although if we draw another bounce land... Okay.
So, you want to commit Garrison? Because we don't care? And then, like, they'll field it, and then, like, next turn... And then we'll bounce our only... Wait, this is
well, real... if we play Garrison, I don't know if they will field it, as the thing. Because what are we going to do?
I see.
Although, okay... Conceivably, this could be... I mean, Metamorph makes it weird if they know what's going on. But, like, this could be something like the Spike deck where you have a bunch of colors payoffs.
That's true.
Yes.
Do we want to... Are we Besieguing Grazer and then playing a bounce land? Does that protect us a little bit from field?
Not really.
Okay.
So I actually think what we maybe want to do is Garrison... pick up Cavern and just play another Metamorph on Amulet.
Okay, but they may respond by killing Garrison. I guess we just think that's fine.
If they respond by killing Garrison, we might be... Can we... So we have 1, 2, 1, 5... We could actually try and go off if they did that.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I think we should I think that one's probably right then. I see your point. Okay, so we should just do this.
Yes.
You win if they do that, right? Do we? I guess, wait, oh, maybe?
Well, stuff like Archive Trap would make that weird, but...
Yeah, I mean, they never have it.
No.
That's a well-established fact. No chance our opponent has it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fielding immediately. People love to field that card. By that card, I mean any bounce land.
Yes. So...
Okay, so now I can, I don't know, do something.
Yeah, I'm going to make mana here. And they're going to trap, okay. And then they could have Surgical or something, which would be...
This game's going to get really bizarre if they have Surgical. Let's see where they milled. Anything? Trapping us again? Uh-oh, okay, wait. So now we're going to be in a situation where, like, what's in our deck starts being important. And I guess the lane that...
No. Okay, so wait.
They're Surgicling Titan. Okay,
but we have...
No problem on that one.
Results, okay.
We have the Surgical Titan covered.
Okay, hold on. Wait, is a Slayer Stronghold now? It is in our graveyard.
Yeah, it's here.
That's going to make things...
It's going to be really dubious.
Is Valakut gone too?
Yes.
Yes. Oh. The problem is, we might draw too many cards with our Colossus and get to the point where we just die to a Hideous Laughter or something.
Well, yeah, but, you know, good beats if that happens.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
We have
what are we going to do? Like, so, I think... Sorry, I just let all these triggers off. Nothing matters here. I can bounce just like Gemstone Cavern or whatever.
Yeah, bounce Cavern.
And then, so basically our plan here, Chad, is we can... Okay, so we can use our Orbital Gazer to make 4 mana.
Yeah.
Right? Then we can pact for Dryad or Azusa, whatever. Pact for a thing that gives additional land drops. Each one makes 4 more mana and we can cast tosses. That's our plan.
Yeah, or you could Metamorph Grazer as another Grazer, and I think that gets you... Does that? No, that doesn't... Yeah, you have to do it the way you described. So, yeah, we cast Grazer.
Yeah, I think we have to tutor for our land drop thing.
Yeah.
Which I guess might as well be Azusa.
Yes. If we have any left, which...
Okay, wait.
Again, double check.
There's an Azusa here.
There's one there.
There's only one Azusa in the bin.
Okay.
And we're 2 Azusa build, and there's 3 Dryads in the bin. So we have 1 Azusa, 1 Dryad left. So we're fine.
Okay. Worst case, if we have another Grazer left, that would also do it too. So that we...
Okay. So let's
start with Grazer.
Yes, let's Grazer the Simic Ghost Chamber.
Yeah.
This game you might have seen us basically taking and then lose badly. So, you know, that's be a new experience for the chat. Really just a classic maneuver. All right. So let's bounce this.
Yeah.
Now let's Summoner's Pact. Yeah, I guess Azusa is right. But, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Dryad doesn't do anything meaningfully that Azusa doesn't, is the thing.
Yeah, doesn't matter which you use.
Yeah, and then we do this. Alright. Bounce this again. Play this again. Dom, I'm going to try to avoid asking you to do things while we play this deck, although, man, what's about to happen is going to be really unhinged. But, alright. So, let's cast this here Colossus. Alright.
This is where Yakety Sax needs to start playing in the background.
Yeah, so... I'm playing them in an arbitrary order. Should I keep going? Is there a point I should stop? Like...
Look, we are dead to anything that meaningfully
Well, we
matters.
stopped.
Okay.
Now I have no choice. So, I guess we're done.
Well, we could Metamorph Colossus and go again, if you like.
That's true, God.
The problem is, I'm not sure how we present a board that would be lethal next turn if they don't have something. In a way that doesn't leave us lethal or leave us dead to basically anything. I think we just have to take that shot at this point.
So you're saying you think we should play the Titan again? But, like, maybe the Colossus is just big enough. Like, I guess
it's
not.
6, right?
Yeah, okay.
Whereas if you have,
doesn't
like,
have the ability
2
yet,
10
so-
or
Oh,
something, that would...
Okay, I screwed up there's a saga, sorry.
Yeah. If that
Trust
ever
me,
matters, sure.
there's no shot it's gonna matter,
Not
but
this
I did
time.
screw it up. Sorry. I think it couldn't matter less. But yeah. All right. So you want to re-metamorph, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Sure, and I can play this too, I guess. Whatever.
Sure.
Mm-mm. I don't really see how this is going wrong, honestly. It seems really just like a easy victory from here. Okay, we stopped.
That's okay.
And now we could tutor for something, but I don't know what we could tutor for that matters.
And we have packed once this turn, right? So we want to make sure we don't leave ourselves overexposed.
I guess that's true, yeah, because we are pretty...
Yeah, and I guess just cast the thingy. There we go. Alright, you're up.
Alright, well...
We have perform game actions.
6, 12.
Our opponent, I think, is sadly
15.
not done on board.
That's true.
I think Fractured Sanity would be exactly lethal, right? If they... Was it 13? Yeah, I mean, we'd be dead.
Look, there aren't a lot of cards we can beat. Maybe their hand is all surgicals. We'll see. Okay, what's good about them having Drown is it means they don't have a card that mills us.
Yes.
I mean, we have these sagas that can make construct tokens.
Yeah, I think we actually potentially mess up by not leaving the bounce line back in hand.
Oh, shit.
Because then...
You might be right. Oh, I got him. I apologize.
No, you're fine. Because now we're short one construct, potentially. But...
well, let's attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah! Let's go!
Alright. Well, oh, I should have played this first. I missed damage. I'm sorry. Oh, no. I'm not playing well. I've been playing only limited for the last few weeks, and I have to just randomly jump in and play Amulet, which I haven't played since Energy Champs, but, you know.
Nice.
Alright, so we made Construct. I mean, our opponent has not killed us.
I'm not quite sure what's going on over there, but...
I mean, neither, but I like it. I don't know what's happening, but I approve. Alright. So...
Alright, so now we make 2 constructs.
It's definitely right to make the constructs. I don't see how it could not be right. And then we find a land of some persuasion.
Well, the awkward thing here is these dying means our Colossus gets smaller in case that's... Although, do we have the map still?
We do have the map. Oh, no, we don't.
No, we don't have the map.
Apparently we have nothing to find.
No. Okay.
Our deck is really strong, as you can see.
Yes.
It's got a lot of cards that have text.
Nice.
Many cards with text.
Yeah.
Alright, so now let's play this. I don't think copying anything with this matters.
It does make the construct one bigger, but so does playing the Amulet. In fact, Amulet is the worst possible draw in our deck, which is kind of funny.
It is worse than a land, yes.
Let's point out, if we still had the bounce line, we could use the Gardens to copy the Colossus, just have another 5/5.
Oh,
that's
it
is now
true.
an artifact.
But
and we would have had another construct as well. But
yeah. I shouldn't have played the bounce line. I apologize, chat. That was definitely a mistake.
It would be very funny if we lost this game just because we didn't keep the bounce line after all of that.
But like, what's our opponent's? I don't understand. Like, are they toying with us? Like, what is going on?
I would guess maybe
Crypt Incursion. All right.
Okay.
So they gained a bunch of life, right?
I mean, that keeps them alive.
Yes, but they're dead next turn still.
Okay. Okay.
Like, we have, I think, still lethal.
No!
Wait, so...
That's 15.
That's
that
15.
kills
Okay.
us.
Okay.
Boo!
Wow, they even kept the loyalty on it. That's BM, I think. Yeah, I would not have kept the loyalty if I were an opponent. Alright, so how would you say we sideboard against Mill?
Well, I would put Endurance in our deck. Well, here's the thing. Do we want only 61 cards, or do we want to aim higher?
That's a good question, but I think drawing Endurance might be too important.
Drawing Endurance is good, but we also have, like, other good sideboard cards as a thing.
Like,
So,
you want this, right?
You do want those. You want Bajuka Bog.
Yeah, agreed. Stops their drowns, to be clear, if anyone in chat does not understand why we're doing this. Do we want the Stone Brain? I guess I don't have a good name, so that seems weird.
I mean, I think at least the first Tyrannex.
Yeah, the first Tyrannex seems
good.
great. The second one seems a little dubious.
Well, it also protects you from... it's some form of Tasha's protection.
I guess
right?
it can't be drowned? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All of these cards come in. Let's cut some cards.
Nah.
What do you mean? God damn it.
Well, I think I think Metamorph probably goes.
Yeah, this is any matchup, so I think we should cut Metamorph. Should we?
Well, we do have the rare opportunity to submit a nice number of cards now.
Should we cut a forest or two? Like, how many forests do we need?
I would keep all the forests.
Okay.
Because they have field ruins and stuff, and...
Well, yeah, but I mean, how many times are they going to field ruins? 4 times?
I mean, I would cut the Sage if anything, right? Because they...
Oh, that's reasonable, that's reasonable.
I mean, you maybe need... Like, you want at least a first in case they have bridge or something weird, but...
Yeah. I really want a Beseiju, but it seems like many Beseijus is not make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to submit 67?
Oh, I guess we're on the play, so Gemstone...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Gotta get Gemstone out of there, yeah. Let me ask you, now I'm going to ask some unhinged questions, okay? Are you ready?
My favorite kind.
Alright, should we consider having less than 4 Primeval Titan?
No. Alright, I mean, unless you want to play Amulet with 0 Primeval Titans, which some have done. Some have been...
I don't want to do that.
Okay. But my view is,
this exposes us to Archive Trap. And it's like maybe our worst threat. Isn't that true?
To some extent, but you need threats, and that one, like, if they don't have exactly the right response to it, it's just going to kill them. So
that's true. Okay, so you want to submit 66? Is that your proposal, Dom?
I mean, you know how many cards I want to submit, but we can do 66. That's fine.
Oh my god, this is
Is it 76? Is that how many you want to submit?
I would gladly submit that many.
Bring them all in.
Yeah.
Put the 3 Beseiju in to chat to us all. Alright, let's submit. I'll say 66. I don't want to do that, as I think it's too wrong. This is already wrong. So, do we want to keep this hand given that it's endurance and nothing else? I guess this becomes an amulet.
It's not a great hand, but I think it is actually fine.
I think we should keep.
I kind of want to keep.
I think we should
keep it unhinged.
I don't know what we should then do.
Do you know if we mulligan, though, we'll have more cards in our deck? We could mull to 0.
I like the idea that everyone's going to see 59 here.
So I think there's a good chance we just want to use Saga as a somewhat fair card this game, and we don't know exactly what we want to cabinet on. So I would lead on Stronghold,
yeah,
and
that
then
makes
turn
sense.
to Saga.
Also, I think our opponent has over 60 cards as well, I'd like to state.
There's 64 cards. So, yeah, in case...
I can't handle this, chat.
Greg,
I need an adult.
In case we metamorph their crabs and then build them, they out-leveled us.
I see.
So
That's
now
genius.
we play Saga, I assume, and then we start making constructs? Yeah. It's construct beatdown angle. Greg, this is all just very normal amulet events. I don't really know what to tell you. This is just... I think we want to Cavern on Nymph, is my guess. But that might be wrong. I like the idea that we could then make green mana to cast our other stuff, kind of.
Yes. That's nice.
I mean, although I understand that our plan next turn is to make a construct.
Yeah.
Does that move the needle? Probably not. It's probably still Nymph.
I mean, that is another beast for our menagerie.
Yeah, but I think we should name Nymph.
I agree we should name Nymph.
Never have I ever named Nymph off a Cavern of Souls, if I'm being honest.
This is an nymphomaniac stream. You know, we love our nymphs.
On the scale of limited
it's like an 8. What is the card they just played?
Fractured Sanity? What do you mean? This is just a mill staple, Greg. I don't understand what you don't know what the card does.
Also, wait, is it possible we should have named Elemental?
Well, it's possible, but the idea is that this will cast this.
Alright, but before we let this resolve, Greg, as a mathematician, what is the expected number of cards that we should...
It's a lot! I mean, our deck is like half lands.
That's really more of a vibes-based answer than a math
I think they're gonna mill like 20.
21 cards?
Ooh, dang! So close.
Really precise calculations by Greg. He ran the numbers. I guess I should leave this open because we might need to know what's in there. So should I just make another thing, even though that's kind of screws us?
Yeah, make another thing.
But like, we can't then cast anything.
I mean, what does casting those do for us right now anyway? Right? Like.
Yeah. Okay. So you just want me to do it, and then what are we finding? An expedition map or something?
We might be finding map. Yeah.
Is map here?
Don't know if map is still in the deck, but.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we brought in the Tyrannexes because they're so expensive. They make Taisha's worse.
See, normally in Limited, for example, you want a lot of cheap cards in your deck. You want a nice curve. A nice, like, curvaceous deck. But in this case, what we actually want is just big idiots.
Nice.
Like, the bigger and more idiotic, the better.
Yeah. I want chat to know that I did a draft in person yesterday, and I drafted Luris of the Dream Den, and my curve was really nice. It was 6 1s, 1 6, 1 3, and the rest were 2s. So like 18 2s.
Chat, this is anyone's game.
Is that true?
Anyone's game. Oh no.
Okay, well, they milled all of our cheap cards last time. So surely.
What would you like to pick this time, Greg?
I mean, it's under. It's gonna be 17.
Ooh, 21
again!
Oh no!
Great question.
Okay, so there are 3 cards in our deck, but I guess we want to get the maximum leverage out of this endurance, so we should just chill.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder, are we willing to crack Expedition Map and hope?
I mean, I certainly don't want to count how many lands are in exile. That's unhinged. I think we can all agree on that, right? Let's just crack it and see what happens.
Let's crack in first with our food.
Yeah. Agree, we certainly should attack first. Can't let our endurance get drowned. Oh, that's true. We could.
Yeah, we have to do it on our
Just
turn.
attack to track.
So wait, should we do endurance now and then map is the plan?
That's actually a good question.
Because like.
Yeah, we should, I think.
And then we should just pitch Abro Grazer, presumably?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's Cows X and green card, Grazer, and then we want to stack this so the endurance does get recycled, so we want to sack it first so evoke trigger on top.
Yes.
Right, okay. So this, target us, evoke trigger. So now endurance gets sacked, our graveyard gets shuffled in. Now we can use map. Really just a classic game here. Okay, should we find a bounce land?
Yeah, find a bounce land, pick up our cavern, and then...
Yeah, like
we can put
Cynical
it on
Chamber, I
something
guess?
else. Yeah.
We can put on something else, yeah. It's really just very normal what's happening in their game. Greg, it's not at all unhinged, don't worry.
Oh, I know.
Our opponent's at 9, by the way.
I love the beatdown play.
Oh, crack my endurance on stack. Oh, I could have put the map in the deck. Foolish.
Well, we didn't know if we had a land left, right? There's no way we
Oh,
could
no,
have-
wait. Yeah, that's true. I certainly didn't know. Someone watching the stream could have reviewed the tape and looked at the exile zone and figured it out, but I here and now did not know. So I definitely had to endurance.
And
first.
we time is of the essence. We really couldn't have made them wait to do that.
Someone with a better grasp on strategy or math could have probably deduced.
Yeah, the issue is that I'm the mathematician, but also the nonsense half. So.
Okay. So now we can play we can just play like Saga Uncounterable Dryad or something. I guess attack first.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, it's hard to imagine us not winning this game.
Oh man. Is Dimir Mill a good deck?
No.
Okay.
Any further questions?
I mean, why not? I've yet to see it lose.
I've yet to see it lose, he says. Alright, so let's Cavern on Dryad? Nymph?
Well, no.
I love how you named Nymph the first time and wanted to name Dryad the second time.
What do you mean? That's
That's
just logical.
just insane.
We have to balance our range, Greg.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then I
We
guess
can play Saga, yeah.
there's no reason to play any other cards in our hands. So
I mean, Grazer can block the Hedron Crab.
it's possible to move the camera up. Oh, wait.
Move it up?
What do they mean? That's not what you mean. Oh, they can't. Wait, you can't see
Wait,
this?
just make the.
You can clearly see this. I can see you seeing this.
I think you need to
half.
make your hand a little smaller. Like make
Okay,
the cards.
This is
in your...
the issue.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's-
chat, yes, I'm aware that they sometimes cannot see things when I open the Great Excel Zone, but in this matchup, I felt that I needed those things open. So, endurance. Okay, why selection opponent? Bad news for you.
We played around it.
Put the camera in the top right corner.
We're not going to do that. We always put it here. It's fine, I assure you. In terms of seeing our hand, it's only a problem that cards go off the screen when there's a bunch of stuff open that isn't usually open.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if we need to see the opponent's hand?
Yeah, like, trusting your opinion, this is the thing we've dealt with often. I assure you our faith thing there is fine. We're playing like 10 bounce lanes. Look, it'll be fine. Okay, so our opponent has not killed us for some reason. So I guess I should make a construct?
Can you move the
Yes.
camera so that Greg's face is 40% off? Rude! You were being so nice to me earlier, Azax. Ah.
Yeah, I think we should just make a construct, right?
Yes.
We can also play Dryad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I want to do at all. Let this resolve.
Oh, some streamers open the log so that lines up with the camera.
Oh no, they're taking our Dryads. First they came for our library and I said nothing. Then they came for the endurances and I said nothing for I was not endurance. And then they came for our Dryads.
Oh, okay.
Greg was very perplexed by Dom's phone dinging. It was really quite a beat for Greg. Okay, so now I can't attack my cavern as Azuz is not a nymph.
I mean, she's pretty foxy, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
She's a nymph in vibes.
She's nymph adjacent, I think we can all agree.
Got some like May West energy. We're gonna play Azusa anyway, but it's not
You can't say that, Andrew. I wonder what you can't say.
I don't know what I can't say.
Probably I don't know if it's Neba or whatever the first they came for the X, and I said nothing.
Okay. Also, wait, DC, are we watching the DC Defenders in the playoffs on Sunday? Because I would.
Oh my god, what does that mean? Okay, so I should just make more constructs, I guess.
It's the XFL, Andrew.
Oh good, we drew a 6-6.
The DC Defenders are in the top 4. And there's no Magic on Sunday that we're playing.
Okay, let's make a thing.
Yes.
You guys are so unhinged. This is fun. Thanks. We try to have this vibe of unhinged even when we don't have a guest, but definitely Dom being here helps.
Well, yeah, I think the thing is that not all of our guests are as into nonsense as Dom is. I think he's above average. Ooh, should I find Amulet?
Yes. Dex called Amulet, Andrew.
Well, wait, I think it's possible I shouldn't.
Well, so...
I don't think it... Wait.
Well, we're going to force them to chump block, right?
Oh, yeah,
Once we
that's true.
attack.
Okay, so 4 is the same as 3, you're saying? But wait, what if they have a kill spell in their hand? And then they take 4 to 3.
True.
And then they
Yeah, we shouldn't find
I think we should not find it.
Also, great question, Ryan. Today's candle sponsor is brought to us by
Me.
Dom, who brought his own candle to the stream. We have a nice, beautiful 3-wick candle called Sailing in the Mediterranean. Beautiful blue candle. No description of its scents.
Andrew just sniffed this out perfectly. And by this, I don't mean the candle. I mean the drown.
Amazing that he could smell the drown in the lock through the 3-wick.
Now they're going to play a land and go to 1 card in hand.
Yeah. Ooh, competition from yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
Well,
oh
you
no,
know,
it did seem like this was gonna happen, but the candle sponsor's been changed. Sorry, Dom. It's okay, we'll use it again later.
Man, I really thought we were gonna win that game, to be honest. I really believed for a minute.
Alright.
You blow out the candle.
Well, it got changed. We have to change the candle sponsor.
What?
Sorry.
Are you aware of the concept of change the candle sponsor? Because that's a reward.
I will fight you people with 225. I will throw hands.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna change it to this lavender candle from the Scented Candle brand of scented candles that my mom got me for Christmas. Because I was recently talking to my mom and she was like, have you used up all the candles yet? And I was like, Mom, you don't realize how often I use candles.
Be
anyway,
Wells, my hero.
Brian changed it back, so buy lavender scented candle. Sorry, Mom.
Oh my god.
See, my mom was jealous of the fact that Andrew's mom contributed candles to the stream and wanted it to be known that she also contributed candles to the stream. And hello! Welcome to the stream, everyone coming over.
Oh my god. You guys have really stepped into the middle of something.
Fluffy Wolf 2 stream. Fluffy Wolf 2, I hope you had a great stream. We are System Magic. My name's Greg, this is Andrew. Special guest Dom Harvey is joining us for some modern Amulet. But there is a candle fight, so we changed back to the candle that Dom brought us as today's candle, which is a nice Sailing in the Mediterranean. But the candles you want, Andrew.
Okay, I want to keep this. Is that okay with you?
This hand is great. Yeah.
Okay, I have to go get Andrew's mom's candle. Hold on. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. I can get Attila, but there's a lot. I will get Attila soon, but it's really It's really a lot of stuff happening on our stream right now, chat, okay?
There's so much happening.
He's back.
I am back, yeah. It wasn't going to be long. The candles are right off screen.
Alright, so I assume I should Grazer into Sagon 1,
Yes.
Oh yeah, there
I
has
don't want to
been
throw my Grazer here.
there has been some channel point inflation as a result of too many things being redeemed. But yeah, for those who don't know, our stream always has a canned TIL Greg has legs magic stream, right? Yeah, so for those who don't know, our stream is unofficially sponsored by the discount candle section at Target, and I buy a lot of candles, and you can always ask us what the candle sponsor is, and I'll tell you all about it. Although we have some special candles, because we've had some candle guests. Thanks, Raiden, for the follow. Really appreciate you doing it among all this nonsense. Are multiple cameos allowed at the same time? Can you handle that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
They're not I can get both dogs if
Yeah.
required.
But anyway, now we have as our candle this nice candle called Cherry Blossom from the Nika's Home brand that was given to us by Andrew's
Oh my God.
mom. But the candle sponsor got changed again, so now we're going back to Dom's candle. So
And
we have to put on the crown I won at Summit. Dom, do you want to put on the crown?
I do want to put on the crown you want
let's
to
go! It's very large because I have a big head. And it was Harvey used to be the official, it's the unofficial sponsor.
I also have a very big head. True story about my life. This is Dom Law that has not been told
really
in
quick.
public before.
Am I supposed to play Cavern or Saga?
Kevin.
Because we're just like going to Construct
Yeah.
Beatdown plan? Yeah, okay.
So I went.
No!
I once went on a rafting trip where none of the helmets we were meant to wear fit my head, and so they eventually found a helmet that was like rightly proportioned for my just abnormally shaped and sized head. And then once we were on the raft, we were telling the story to the rafting guide, and she just like squinted at my head and gone, "Wow, you do have a big head." So.
Oh my god, that's it.
Okay, so a couple things. First of all, we're back to Dom's candle. It's again the Sailing in the Mediterranean candle. Yeah, for those who don't know, I recently won the Magic Tournament MTG Summit. I guess not recently, it was like 6 months ago now. But they gave me a crown for winning in first place, so there's the crown. And fortunately, they did ask me for my head size. And I was like, I am like a double XL in baseball hat size. Yeah, I also won this Black Lotus. That was the actual first place prize, in addition to the crown. Okay, I also have to say something mean.
There's a lot of stuff happening. It'll be fine.
And now I'll play Saga, yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. And I think I'm attacking?
I think you're attacking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I want to trade. Okay, go ahead.
Is it mean for me to say that this is not Magic the Gathering?
That is very mean.
This is not Magic the Gathering.
I will take that personally.
We're playing a different game. This is closer. This and Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone are all equidistant from each other.
Would you say that, Greg, as games go, this is closer to Tiddlywinks or chess?
What's chess? No Tiddlywinks. Sorry, you set me up and I missed it. A Lotus That's Wild. Yeah, it was pretty great. But yeah, so if you're still coming over from Fluffy Wolf stream and we haven't scared you away yet, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the stream. We stream on this channel every day, every weekday. Most of the time it's at nights. Sometimes it's during the day, especially later in the week. We alternate between constructed and limited content.
Yeah, so now we're going to pursue...
sorry, I put this off first.
Yeah, we're just going to pursue our Saga.
Yeah. I'm in.
We talk a lot about candles and the Pokemon Charmeleon.
Oh, I was going to say, maybe not do that now.
Oh, because of Fury? Oh,
yeah.
shit, you're right. Sorry, that was actually a small mistake. I was thinking you might want to attack, though. Maybe we don't, though.
Speaking of small mistakes, someone did redeem the dog command, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, often we have to wait between games, but you could pilot while Andrew goes to get a
Okay,
Tilla.
Dom,
I can go get
Dom,
a Tilla.
take over.
I'll go get a Tilla. It's okay.
Okay, Dom, you can go get a Tilla.
All right.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Andrew has a very little dog named Attila, who I call a rat, and therefore Rat Cameo will get you Attila.
What is Hearthstone? Oh my god.
No, what high school? Because Ari said my high school calc teacher is the former Tiddlywinks world champion. I think it was a bit, but, it's hard to tell.
Everything Azak says to a first order approximation is a bit.
God, I need to hydrate, really, after all this nonsense.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go for a block on the Grief, because I can't... Oh, no, wait. Then if I kill one, I do get blown out. Okay, wait. Let's not do that. Let's take 4.
That makes sense.
I was unable to locate Attila.
What?
I'm sure he.
Okay.
It's
Dom,
always there.
I'm trying to figure out how to block. I think I'm blocking just the Grazer on the wrong palm, but give me a second.
Blocking is for limited players.
I just learned what the matchup was. I was so distracted by all the nonsense that I just figured out we're playing Scam.
Okay. Part of me. Let's see. So that's. I don't know how deranged it is just to do this.
That's what Andrew wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't do that, so if we do that and I have Fury, we get swept there. Otherwise, they have to use the Fury just to. Yeah, I'm into this actually.
Mm. Also, for the record, there are many people in the world who I was their high school calc teacher. It's all people who took high school calc at a college, because I never actually taught it in high school. I taught in college, but there were a lot of high school students in my classes.
There we go. We sniffed it out.
Nice.
So the whiff of Fury.
Is AJE8's mom actually Andrew's mom? For a long time, I thought it was our friend Cliff in disguise, but I'm now pretty convinced it's actually Andrew's mom, yeah.
All right, I got Attila.
It's a rat! Look at this rat! There's been a lot of musical chairs going on today.
Oh yeah,
it's
one of the many themes of our stream.
Yeah, normally we're a little more focused on magic, in case anyone's here to, to hang out.
All right.
But, today is heavy on the nonsense.
So let's make a construct.
Yeah.
Say something
no.
only Andrew would be embarrassed by. It's pretty hard to embarrass Andrew.
Wait, am I going to be able to make another one? I guess I am with the
You are,
bounce. Yeah. Okay.
Dom, you okay here? Do you need emotional support?
Yes and yes. So
yeah, tiramisu is the comment that convinced me that AJE's mom is
we could actually get map here, so that's something to consider.
Oh, because we could then
we're gonna have two amulets. We have two now, and we're gonna have another one next. And assuming we don't get Blood Moon, if we do get Blood Moon, we are possibly screwed regardless. But we're gonna have 3 constructs, and if we have map, we then would get to map for Besage and keep playing the game potentially. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think
kind of into getting map. Yeah.
Nice.
Really just getting in a little strategy and just constant nonsense. So, okay, I'm playing Bounce Land, bounce a random land. I think we could use Bounce Land in hand just like I guess bounce the Cavern.
Yeah, bounce land, bounce the Cavern, and then...
Because we could in theory bounce the Saga, but that seems probably wrong.
I don't want to do that, no.
Yeah.
Well, it also is not a Saga, it's a Vesuva.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't even work. Yes, you're right. Good point. Okay.
Is this normally the plan against Scam?
It is one of the plans. So there's no plan that's actually... I don't know if I would do this now. Same logic as
Oh, wait,
before.
you're right. Yes. Okay, we'll just bounce the...
Because I don't think we're winning on small margins there. I think either... Yeah.
And then I guess we can maybe attack for 4? It's kind of
attack for
dangerous.
4, yeah. So no plan against Scam is wholly reliable, which is part of why it's such a tricky matchup.
Sure.
But you saw this game. We had turn 1 Saga.
Well, okay, I only saw about a third of the game because I was really distracted by...
The many dozens of
by
fans.
candles and yeah.
So, like, in one sense, okay, it's Saga against a Blood Moon deck. Not a great pairing. However, no plan is good against them, and Saga is such a strong card that it just steals games against a lot of their non-Blood Moon draws.
Nice.
So, this game, they had the Grief Scam, but we were just adamantly Saga starting on turn 2, and that was enough to probably win us the game, although...
It seems like we're winning. We have not won.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking 4 here anyway, right?
We're going to 4, yeah. I can't block. I'm just making country out of laziness.
Yeah.
And great question, Ari. Today's candle has been changed quite a lot, but we're back to the candle that Dom brought with us as stream.
Okay, let's pause quickly. So 4, we're going to find out
you want to
3, and then we go up to 9. So there's not. Yeah, we're just making a contract.
I think we're just making a contract, but I could be wrong. I see what you're saying.
No,
you're thinking about T-West?
I just did the quick maths, but yeah, we can just do that next.
Yeah, we can just like tutor for T-West, and then yes, I see what you're saying.
I could use an administrative assistant, yes.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to play Gruul Turf.
We should play this, right?
Yes. But then after doing that, I think I want to... No, I guess actually... Okay, if we're playing a Bounce Land, we should play
Growth Chamber. Make 6, and then we find TOS for Pact and Pass. Right?
Well, no, because we don't want to expose that to a discard spell. So what I'm thinking is you pass shields up, hold up map activation, and then end of turn you can crack and then go off.
That makes
Get
sense.
all this magic talk out of our candle stream.
Also, we're not attacking, right?
You could attack on, so they have to.
Like, if I attack with one, I'm straight up dead
Oh.
to terminate. That seems dangerous.
Yes, don't do that. Okay.
And like, they can force rock one hit. I think
Yeah.
it's better for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
So I think we should just like play Growth Chamber, untap. Or wait, I should have played this one. I guess I'm not transmuting now.
Well, if you have 2 chambers to play, you're going to have double blue. So at
That's
that point,
true. Okay,
you're
so it doesn't
covered
matter.
on that front. So I would play chamber,
Yeah.
leave it untapped and in play, bounce forest, and then just leave up map activation.
Yeah, I'm with you. That makes sense. Because this is a classic don't want to expose to Thoughtseize situation.
Yeah. So they basically have to draw exactly Blood Moon. I mean, the mana's not.
Yeah, I guess not
I guess we could. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, they have to draw exactly Blood Moon, and if they do, we get.
Aren't
No,
you
no,
not
no,
doing
no!
this?
Don't do it
Stop.
now!
Alright,
Don't do it
sorry.
now! Yeah.
I said let's do this
Because-
thing, and then I was like, wait,
Yeah.
then I immediately didn't do the thing we just discussed some seconds ago.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
In case they draw exactly Moon, we find a Seiju, the game continues. But we're pretty ahead in that game, so. it's
I mean,
fine.
the way we lose is something like, hey, oh no, wait, that doesn't even do it. Wait, what? Does that even kill us? Oh, King does kill us. King does kill us.
does,
Yes.
but
So
it's
they shock us
also-
and shatter a thing.
Most lists don't even play that card anymore. It's like a one-off at most, so.
Yes. The number of things that kill us here is incredibly small. It looks like we're going to win.
Yeah. So they pass.
Anyway, the name of the candle was Sailing in the Mediterranean. Anyway, now we're back.
All right, let's find T West.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, things we need more mana, but whatever. So let's transmute our T West for some respect, shall we?
Yeah.
And then I guess we just Gruel Turf and bounce something, whatever. Bounce one of the other land, bounce things. Okay, chat, so we're about to take a bunch of game actions that will result in our opponent losing, I think. But there'll be a lot of stuff that happens first.
This game was decently magic.
There was a lot of attacking and blocking. All
They
right.
could have had a combat trick.
Yeah, what if they had a combat trick, Greg?
Good point.
Did you consider the combat trick? So I guess I might as well play this.
Sure.
I mean, it's pretty lucky for them to have drafted 2 mythic rares. And look at how good their mana base is.
Fury's kind of fucked up and limited.
Yeah.
Fury's kind of fucked up and limited has been called.
So is Ragavan, I hear.
I mean, I think Scam, on the scale of how good a limited deck it would be, is very high.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that describes all constructed decks.
What do you think the worst modern deck is on that scale?
Like the mono white deck? The mono white, like, Shining Shoal nonsense
Maybe,
deck?
yeah. I mean, Shining Shaw's a best up combat trick.
What about Neoform?
OG.
I bet Neoform would lose to some good draft decks sometimes.
Alright,
So
so
can you
I...
imagine Ari's Axis reaction to him is Allosaurus Rider gets a simulated essence or whatever?
So wait, now I can find... Can I multi-prime time them? I can, right?
you can, or you could Colossus for the culture.
Wait, you want me to just find Colossus here for no reason?
For the culture, Andrew, right?
Fine, let's find Colossus. He's actually going to...
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, God.
Twitch chat loves cultivated Colossus. You'll discover this.
Chatlos Cultivated Colossus has been called.
As they should.
Alright, chat, we're doing this for you for some reason. I want the record to reflect that this is not the line I would have natively taken.
Nymph.
Pirate!
I love how it just includes their creature types
Yeah.
too. Monkey.
Phyrexian. Phyrexian's only a logical choice. Alright. I'm done. I'm good. This is... I need you to take Attila briefly.
I don't want this rat. I'm gonna bring him back upstairs. He's made a good cameo. Okay, bye, Attila.
I have to do all this stuff.
Oh no, I have to take these headphones off. Good job, boy.
Oh my god, this is so unhinged that I have to deal with this. Why did Dom make me do this? This is really unpleasant. There's so many, and I have to keep clicking them. And then I'm going to float a bunch of mana, and I'm going to click many more times. I guess I can just not do that, I suppose. I can auto yield the amulet triggers, just go through all of them, only tapping once and not floating any mana.
Sure.
That sounds reasonable, right? Yeah, I'll yield to these until end of turn. Oh, that just what?
Well, we have 3 of these, Andrew.
Oh my god.
You would think cards named Andrew Ludovico would include all 3, but sure enough, you have to do it all 3 times anyway.
All right. I'm just trying to get. This is insane. And I can't even F6, so I presumably want to take more game actions. Okay. I reached the end. Let's return a land to our hand. We'll play this one. All right. Now you want me to copy Cultivated Colossus?
I think chat wants you to copy Cultivated Colossus.
Oh my god. All right.
Let's not pay for X-ray mana in case they drew a lightning bolt. Just
that would be one of the few ways we could lose this game. And then I assume we're gonna end this by making our Mycos and Gardens a Cultivated Colossus.
which doesn't give us another trigger, but
it'll do enough. And these are still all yielded to, so I assume that'll be fine.
yeah. We could, if you like, shrink the game by copying a construct token and then Gardens just. No, we can't do that.
No, it's non-token, right? It doesn't just not let you do that. Yeah.
That's a paper play.
That is sure is a paper play. Okay. All right. So now we're here. Now should I haste my cultivators and kill them?
Yeah, you have to.
If you have to. You don't want to just kill them? You want to take more game actions?
Bear in mind we have 12 minutes left and this is game 1. We should be cognizant of.
Yeah, we should probably end the game. This seems like a good way to end the game.
Have you not won that game yet?
I'm about to. I'm not thinking about how I'm doing this. It'll be fine.
Luckily, we also have Dryad just to tap any colors of any mana.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I like that we keep switching chairs for some reason also.
Well, I need my chair, you know? Guests can't have my chair unless I'm not here.
Okay.
Greg, if you need me to say something mean on your behalf, I can tag in.
I feel
pretend
like
to be you.
Invisible Crow. Did everyone talk about Invisible Greg while I was gone? That's a good bit. This is game 1.
Decline.
I declined.
We're gonna lose to time.
We'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So against Scam,
Yes.
how do you feel about the card Tyrannex, Rex?
I think it is as impactful as you would hope for a 7-drop, but very difficult to cast. So,
Do we want Dismember?
yeah.
That seems good.
Dismember is one of your best sideboard cards against Scam.
These are okay.
You want all the Besajus so you can
They
get
kill
your ass
Moon, yeah. Like, EE does not really do anything, I think.
No, E is bad.
These are okay. Again, I don't know if they're actually worth it.
I think Endurance is worse than it looks because a lot of people look at the Scam angle and they say, okay, well, this fizzles the Manica Rebirth or the Feign Death or whatever, but it needs to do exactly that, and it can't really do that against Grief if they're doing that because the first Grief trigger just takes that instead.
Right.
And so otherwise it's a 3/4, which is not. I mean, it's fine in some fair games, but it's not that inspiring. So and this is actually a matchup where Metamorph is good, and not in the way we use it game 1, but just
Yeah. It seems reasonable. It seems like not a meme, but let's see. What's bad? Cavern, presumably?
Also, real quick,
Yes.
dog cameo was redeemed. The dog is now out on a walk, and so we actually can't dog cameo quite yet. But if you stick around, in about 20 minutes, we'll dog cameo for you.
I would also cut the Cultivator classes.
So wait, who redeemed it?
But that's going to stop us a lot of our nonsense, though.
It is, but we'll find a way.
So you just want to play this exact deck? You don't want to mess around with this?
Nonsense will endure. I think I would submit this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so,
agreeable.
So Mimic 1, which is Matt, right?
That's Matt.
Matt, if you would
It's
like
Matt, Greg, those are initials.
MO.
You pronounced it. That's pronounced MLMCC1.
I see. Anyway, if you would like us to go get Attila again, we can. Or you can wait.
Okay.
Or you can wait 20 minutes and get Scipio. Those are your 2 options.
All right. So our opponent's on the play. So I guess I'm playing. Well, I guess.
Or we can try and figure out how to refund your channel points.
I actually have options. I could. Let's see. Do I Sagon 1? Because I could Sagon 1, bounce on a 2, bounce itself, make a construct.
You deserve both.
Now we
you don't
absolutely
get
don't
both.
Sargon 1 because now they've drawn Besaju. If they have Moon,
Oh,
we
want
have
to
basic forest plus Besaju.
So you just want to play Forest Amulet?
Yeah. Also, because then if I'm playing Amulet in the future, I want to, so basically right now we have turn 3 queued up regardless of Saga, right? Because we just go turn 2 second Amulet, turn 3 bounce on Titan. if they have a way to disrupt that, which is pretty likely because they kept 7, then we might want to get max value out of our Saga.
Okay, what if we get punished for Metamorph though? Because now they can make Amulet though.
They can make another Ragavan.
That's busted.
They have a lot of powerful options with this Metamorph.
And yeah, Scipio is on another stream, actually, yeah.
Okay, cool. So now, we could just make some land drops.
Yeah, so one tactic that's interesting against Blood Moon is sometimes you can afford to leave it in play, and because it just makes Karus into normal land drops. They come into play untapped, and you don't have to bounce anything. So what you can do sometimes is just play those out as lands, and then once you've benefited from that jump, bestage the Blood Moon, and now use those additional resources in play to go off. In this case,
doesn't seem like that makes a lot of
sense. It's going to be tricky to do that. But we're not under any pressure to do anything right now. So what I think I would do
Why don't we Cavern and Blood Sage at end of turn? Is that our plan?
What's that?
Are we not just going to Cavern and Besage at end of turn, the Blood Moon? And then untap and we can just Titan, right?
Yes, we could.
Is that true?
Well, I'm thinking, do we want to fog the Ragavan hit potentially?
Oh, you're considering playing Grazer, but that prevents us from Titaning next turn, doesn't it?
So let's see. We play Cavern. Yeah, because
Excuse me 1 second.
We couldn't put in the Saga, and we want the Sanctuary back in hand, and we need the Sages. So yeah, I think you're right. I think maybe just play Cavern. It's worse if the way we get punished is if they have another Blood Moon, but don't have a third land, and the Ragavan hit is what gets them that third mana again.
That's fair, but I'm not sure we should actually respect that. That's pretty specific. Yeah, I sort of think we should just play the Cavern Pass and it'll be fine now.
Yeah, if they have a way to disrupt us, then we're going to have to take it a little slow, and we've given them a hit for free, but I think that's okay. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Also, my Cavern will be on nothing. For those who aren't familiar with how this interaction works, what ends up happening is your Cavern just doesn't have a name. It's named nothing. Are you familiar with the classic song "A Man with No Name"?
Yes.
Because that's actually a song about Cavern Souls.
Ah. There's also a horse with no name. Fiona Apple banger right there. And Grazer is kind of like a horse if you look at it from the right angle.
Oh yeah,
you can Cavern on horse as well if you want.
That's true, but then the horse would be named Horse in some sense.
Is that how it works?
There you go. It's a nice dog cameo. Much less than 20 minutes.
Here.
Still wearing his harness from his walk.
Scipio did just come home from the walk, chat. So anyway, here's Scipio.
This is Andrew's dog, Scipio. If you redeem dog cameo, you get to see him. He's still a little bit rat-like.
He's been described as a baby Ewok. Okay, so I'm gonna Amulet and make a Titan.
Yes. 2 of them, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah.
Struggle to get back in here. Just cover up Dom for a minute. Sorry, Dom.
Wow.
Oh God.
Currently there's actually an invisible Dom guesting. Is the situation.
Now he's back.
Yeah.
We did advertise Visible Dom.
That's true, but briefly Invisible Dom chose to grace us with his presence. Classic Ritual Grazer. I think we're gonna easily win in 8 minutes. I'm not too worried. What is it, buddy? Scipio agrees. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Scipio doesn't like that he is not free right now. So I guess, should I bounce the bounce land at the end of this? I guess there's no reason to.
There's not no reason to. Yeah, I'll just bounce the Cavern.
Yeah. All right. So now we Titan.
Yeah.
And I guess I can leave some white mana floating if that matters.
Yes.
Which I don't really think it does, but I don't know. Maybe it could. All right. So now we can make a second Titan. I guess pretty straightforwardly.
Yeah.
So I guess I should find any 2 bounce lands. It's kind of irrelevant. Okay.
So you could find T-West bounce land, and then the second Titan jumps you up in mana if it finds 2 bounce lands.
Oh,
that's spending
true.
6 to make 8, and then you can T-West.
So we can get the third Titan. Yeah.
Or whatever.
I was gonna do the other way around where I was gonna make mana and find T-West, but yeah, it's gonna end up in the same place, I believe.
Lots of ways to slice that. Yeah. Basically, the priority for that turn would be to just get a second forest in play, right? In case if you Summoners Pact, get a third Titan, but get a second forest en route, just so if they have double terminate or something, you don't get screwed over. But that is Scam is a bad matchup, I think, but that's a good template for how you win it a lot. Where they have one powerful tactic, which their hand is all in on, and if you can neutralize that, then usually you can find some way to go over the top again.
Pretty bad to force it to spare. Thanks, Levy. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, chat. If you haven't been on the stream before, you should know that Scipio is Omega cute. That's important. Look at how mega cute he is.
He's like kind of cute.
I think he's the cutest person on our stream today.
What? Excuse me? On my stream? Wow! This is Greg Erasure here.
Is Scipio more like a person or more like a horse, would you say?
Way more like a horse.
Do you like this hand?
Yeah, I love these turn one graze into Saga hands. This is actually one thing this deck gets to do as a Saga deck that most Saga decks don't get to do, and that's one of its main selling points, I think.
This is Charmeleon Eraser? Yeah, I mean, Charmeleon's still here, don't worry.
Here's Charmeleon.
Scipio is looking
being
at
the
Charmeleon.
second cutest entity on the stream.
Scipio is unsure if Charmeleon is supposed to be a toy, I think.
That's true. Also, Dom, look at Dominant the Crown! That's very cute.
Right? I'm so...
Of this stream guest so far today, Scipio is the least like Charmeleon. Thanks, chat. Very accurate commentary.
I did enjoy discovering the dog toy that looks just like a dog.
Oh, yeah.
And so I keep catching sight of that. It's like, oh my god, there's a dog. Okay, no, it's fine.
Sorry, Greg, it's still Scipio. Wow. You're getting owned.
I don't think I'm getting owned. I think there's a silent majority among our viewers that know that I'm the cutest member of chat.
Greg is insisting that he's not owned as he shrinks into a corn cob. Is what's going on here.
Oh my god. Classic corn cob, Greg. Alright. Do you like naming Giant? Are you not sure you want to do that?
I actually, yeah, it's tough. I mean, we have the second cabin, so it doesn't matter too much. I think I would name...
Can we zoom the camera in John Dom?
I mean, sure, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be so much work.
So, I'm trying to make sense of what this start is from their side. So
I think they're playing a Valakut deck, is my
just
guess.
normal Rug Scape Shift.
That's
like
my
that.
guess, but I don't know.
No companion. Can you try into Basic Island? Is interesting.
It could be like the Scape Shift build that Dean played a while ago, with like I don't know, Expressive Iteration and Dryad, that deck. But what can we do about it? It could just be Rhynos.
Right. Okay.
That's true. Could
Sorry.
be Rhynos.
Yeah, that has to be the front runner.
Basically, no matter what it is, though, it seems like our play is Cavern, Saga, and Construct, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What are we really accomplishing by not doing that?
I mean, I guess there might be an argument there for just play second Saga now in the hopes of having that pop off earlier. If you think that you're not going to have time to go through the full Saga life cycle for both of them,
that's fair.
I think you probably do, though.
Yeah, I think so, too.
So I would just play Cavern on, I guess, Giant, yeah.
Phyrexian is funny, though.
We could name Phyrexian, that is true. We could also name Horse.
I now see where the horse bit came from. Did we name horse on a cavern?
Well, no.
Usually the horse bit goes in the mouth, but you could put it elsewhere on the horse.
I was told my job was to be nonsense, but I'm being out nonsense.
Yeah, I think that if we were to make some sort of nonsense power rankings, I think right now Tom is doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's true.
We are against the horse deck. They just made two horses.
Yeah, they put in two horses. Yeah, okay. It's a classic horse angle. All right, let's make another construct.
Yes. I think constructs usually are pretty unreliable in this matchup because they have a lot of otherwise pretty bad interaction, and this lets them find ways to just, Brazen Borrow, bounce a construct, or Dead Gone to finish off a construct, stuff like that. So it's not great, but it's still fine.
We don't really have anything else going on, though, is the issue, right?
We don't, yeah.
The problem is it's not like we're choosing these over making a fast Titan. We don't have the ability to make a fast Titan. Yeah. So I think we should pass here.
Yeah.
We could, I guess, play Dryad and then manually transmute a T-West, but that seems just, glacially slow compared to just, making some constructs.
Yeah. So this is where, hypothetically, if that Saga was on 2 now, it would go to 3 next turn. If we draw a bounce land, maybe we get second Amulet and try and sit shining together, but...
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we take 8. Wait till these grow bigger. You want to block now?
So if you double block, they're gonna
fire Isis and trade.
Yeah, they're gonna... Well, at best, we're going to trade. At worst, we just lose both our constructs and still take a bunch of trample damage, but I think that's... So if we take 8 now, right, what kind of blocks are we hoping to line up next turn?
Well, we'll have at least one more artifact. I guess.
Yeah.
Probably exactly one more by some metrics. Maybe that doesn't change anything that much. I guess I just kind of felt like fundamentally it's easier to like not get blown out when you have more constructs, but maybe that isn't true. Because like I guess putting one rhino on each one is pretty dubious. Is the issue?
Yeah, like if they have anything, we just lose our whole board.
So you're saying it's not getting better than double blocking a rhino to start with? We might as well do it now.
That was my inclination. Yeah.
You might be right. I'm kind of playing around. So your proposal is this.
I also, I mean, if they have like elbows or something, then that's still bad for us. But that's going to be bad for us regardless. So.
Do we want to put Grazer on there? For sure, like.
Oh,
for
on
reasons?
the same one?
Yeah.
Probably actually. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Because we're going to have another Grazer.
Right, like if they bounce one, like do a common thing of remove one, we're pretty happy the Grazer's there.
Yeah. Because it has enough toughness that it doesn't die for free if they remove one of them.
Yeah, and like I don't know, if they remove them both and kill the Grazer, good beats. It did its thing and gained us 3 life.
Yeah, what we really need is access to the Shadow Spear this game. In paper, what you should really do is just find the Shadow Spear.
That could be the 60
from like underneath your sleeve or something.
Yeah, Scipio can bring it to you.
Okay, it seems like Scipio is pretty off it.
You want me to take it back upstairs? Or do you want to take it?
No, you have to. I'm done leaving because it's kind of hard for me to get back to my spot.
Okay, it's not hard for me.
Well, let's do some math with it.
Yeah, hold on. Okay,
we...
Dom, take over and do some math while I take Scipio back upstairs. We'll play musical chairs in a different way for chat.
Nice.
Okay, math time. So.
Oh yeah, it doesn't hedge for the mill matchup. One more card, we still would have lost to it.
Wait, what happened?
What do you
mean?
mean?
Am I confused? Was this meant to go to 3 this turn? Or am I just insane? For some reason I thought this was going to go up. No, but
no,
we deliberately avoided that.
Other,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ignore me.
Yeah.
So this gets kind of interesting now. So I want to be able to activate this. We could. Let's see. Can we metamorph on Rhino? Does that get us anywhere? Ideally, I want to hold this Grazer as a ritual in case we are able to have double Amulet next turn.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think if there's a way we can transmute this turn while still doing something else productive, so we shave 3 mana off of that sequence. It's tough though, because we'd need to either use the Grazer or use the Dryad, which we can do. So we could go play TOS, play Dryad, play Growth Chamber, and then the things in play. No, actually, we could Cavern, play Dryad, then play Growth Chamber, tap whichever land is untapped for blue, pick up the Growth Chamber, transmute then for Pact, and then have Grazer, Pact, bounce down, ready to go for next turn.
Okay.
That seems reasonable to me.
Basically, you think we aren't going to win this game without making it tank, so we should just stop sitting around doing nothing.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm broadly with you, I think.
I figure this probably means Violent Outburst. Maybe?
Maybe. They play a lot of instants. I'm not going to worry about too much what it means. I think the line you described is right regardless, is my opinion.
So I want to Cavern, and I think I actually want to name Phyrexian in case we need to metamorph, just... Yeah. We can copy Rhino, but... Could also be Dispute. Levy makes a very good point.
Dispute, I think, is pretty reasonable, yes.
So, okay, so we should Cavern on this.
So I think we should Cavern on Dryad because of Dispute, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Or Nymph.
And, yeah, obviously we're going to name Nymph.
Yeah.
It'd be ridiculous to name Dryad.
That would be just insane.
Preposterous, yeah. Why would anyone do such a thing? Okay. And then, still going to be tough to beat something like Force Negation here. There are times where, if you have more time against Rhinos, you try and set up you resolve Summoner's Pact on their turn in a spot where they can't cast Force for free, pay for it, and then go slow. But I don't think we're going to have that kind of time here, especially if
they have Outburst, we certainly won't. Maybe if they don't have Outburst, we will, but like, we certainly can't assume they don't have Outburst. That seems unreasonable.
Yeah. But yeah, Dispute is something you actually do have to be cognizant of in this matchup now.
I'm basically going to operate assuming that literally all of my opponents are playing Dispute builds at this point.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I shouldn't F6 here. I could consider doing that line, but it seems unlikely.
Well, you also can't pay for Pact. Oh, never mind.
I certainly can pay for Pact. Yeah, shout out to enemy of the stream, Oliver Tomiko, for making this Rhinos deck. Clear enemy of the stream.
A new enemy of the stream emerges. Add him to the list.
To be clear, I would consider Oliver to be my friend, but also an enemy of the stream.
You know how there's the Greg list? Maybe the Andrew list should just be the enemies of the stream.
So I should take this?
I think so, yeah.
It seems pretty weird to double lock.
So, 4 cards is scaring me a little bit, because I worry that our patch is going to get Force Negation, but for now...
I'm definitely also worried about that, but like, I don't really want to like pay for mana. Like, if we're worried about that, I kind of want to make Construct and hang out.
I don't also, like, if you do it now and they just have Burrow or something and the Dryad dies, then
we lose the game.
Then we lose on the spot. So we can untap and then maybe reassess on our turn if...
Yeah, like, I sort of want to not go for it, is my opinion at this time.
Well, is there a command you can't consult the official record?
You don't
is Azax an
dispute?
enemy? Yes. Anyway, keep
no, wait, we can play around this dispute?
We have a Cavern Giant.
Oh, right, okay, right. Sorry, yes. I forgot that long ago in a far-off land, we picked Cavern Giant. So wait, so in that case, we also won a Giant, Greg.
Oh, on Giant.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you said Dryad.
We both won on Nymph and a Giant.
Yeah.
So I guess we just float one to find Amulet then. And we just go nuts?
Yeah, I mean, there is a case, I think, for just... Because you can make a construct, find Amulet, now you have 2 4/4s.
Oh, wait,
at the
maybe do it all.
And you can just still go off with Bounce Land.
Wait, maybe, is that better? Maybe it is.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so I'm just going to leave up...
You still get to play around Dispute?
Yeah, because we usually have Cavern Giant.
Oh, sure, right.
Cavern Giant is very good at playing around Dispute. Famously. Like, I think we're just winning after this, actually. Alright, so let's make 4 mana, shall we?
Yeah.
And I can just... I guess I should end with Bounce Land in hand, probably. There's no reason not to.
After the second land drop?
I guess our second tank is... Our tank just find another Bounce Land, so maybe not.
Well, it's fine. So I would...
I mean, this is pretty right.
Pick up the Cavern Giant, I think.
Oh, you want to just... Okay, you want me to just, like, float a Giant mana?
Yeah.
It's a really big mana.
Yeah. Just a mana of immense size.
It's like the... what's it? FF7, the Materia Weapons or whatever? It's like some giant embodiment of green mana.
Alright, so
like
let's cast this Giant.
Yeah.
With some arbitrary manas. It doesn't really matter. And, okay, what do we want, though? That's the part I'm actually the most unsure of. Because, okay, so we can try to retighten if we want to, right? But then we're exposing ourselves to all the shit that we don't expose to. Like, we already have a Summoner's Pact. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would be tempted to...
So maybe it's just Valakut? But I guess we don't have a lot of lands for that purposes.
Well, you're going to have more lands and things. So that's going to get you to 4 or 5, and then you can use Grazer to get a 6th back in if you want to.
That's true.
So
maybe we should just slay your Stronghold Boros Garrison on our attack find Valakut?
So one thing you could do is you could get Bounce Land and something else. You could go for Metamorph, and then if they would have to exactly borrow or Petty Theft Titan in response, but we could set it up in such a way that we would have enough mana to just recast it again.
Oh. Okay, and then if they do that, then we copy, like, I don't know, Rhino or Dryad or something?
In the worst case, you copy Dryad or Construct even, or Rhino, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. I mean, that seems good. Because we burn their Brazen Borrow safely is your idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm in. But so you want to find 2 bounce lands in this line?
Or do you want a Cavern Phyrexian?
You could cavern if you think they have dispute still.
Well, I sort of do think that, but we're going to be able to just pace for dispute.
You are, yeah. But there's... So in that line, I guess, bounce land makes 2 more mana than cavern. So if they have 1 dispute... I guess if they have several disputes, it gets weird, but... Because they could pay 2.
Yeah.
I
So
think
maybe bounce land cavern is just better.
I think bounce land cavern is a good hedge.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Cavern on Phyrexian it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cavern on Phyrexian.
Or you could cavern on Shapeshifter.
No.
And then scream Shapeshifter, like the Cell Dweller song.
I believe you.
I refuse to scream Shapeshifter like the Cell Dollar song. I absolutely refuse to do it. And then what, I pick up this one on Phyrexian now, probably?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to pick up some sort of camera. It doesn't seem like it matters much.
Metamorph is blue, yes.
If I ask the question, is Metamorph blue? The answer to that question is no and yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now we just kill them?
So now, yeah, okay. Garrison, Stronghold, and go nuts.
Yeah. We can also validate them at some point here. Where is my Stronghold? There it is. Maybe if I had played more Titan, I'd be more adept at... Oh god, I have to do this fucking thing again.
Just, yeah, so I would say...
Bounce at the bottom, and then I can just put the 2 Slayers top taps at the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this was not that difficult. I apologize for being annoyed at it before. I just got lost in the sauce is what happened, really.
If you name Phyrexian with Cavern, are you allowed to cast any Ajani or just the most recent one?
Well, I mean, the other Johnnies are not Phyrexian because they either pre or post date his Phyrexianization.
Well, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could... So I think the actual route here is instead of Garrison, we get Valakut, and then generating Valakut triggers on top of having 2 Hasty Titans.
Oh, I see. That's reasonable. You're right.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine. They'll be dead. So I'll just bounce Cavern.
Bounce back Cavern.
Yeah. We'll bounce all the Caverns. And I guess I don't really have reason to play this right now, so let's attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say about this is another classic case thing we discussed frequently in our stream, which is I think what we did is wrong. I also think it's extremely irrelevant.
Yes.
Alright, let's attack. So I'll get Valakut and any land that stays in play, basically. Saga.
Do we have a Fairchild in our deck? I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
You don't want Double Strike land?
You can
I get
some,
double strike land. Yeah, I can get that. That's true. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
And hey, Juan Mott, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
Sure, I'll deal 3 to this. I'll deal 3 to them. So now, let's see. These are Valakut untapped, so let's put these on the bottom.
Dom, do you have any thoughts on Altered Ego?
It's cool. I've played it in my cycle before, never bought it in, so I don't know. I need more reps with it to judge how good it is.
Do you?
In terms of clone rankings,
That's black.
I don't know how it compares to Metamorph, but
Yeah. Will you be releasing in your Amulet guide the definitive clone rankings?
well, I would say Attack of the Clones would be near the bottom.
Okay, that makes sense. Sounds wise. Right. I would like to use it, and I would like to use it again. I don't really know if this is lethal, but I think it's probably enough.
Well, it's the Titan is 16 and they're at 15.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a 1-mana bounce spell they can have, but...
Well, there are certainly 1-mana bounces in the format. Most of them can't be cast in a Rhinos deck.
Yeah.
There are many things in Math which are not computable. This, in fact, is is computable.
Alright, so against Rhinos, I assume you want these and this?
Yes, correct. And Besagers.
And Besagers for Bloodmoon. Sure. That makes sense.
You could...
But what do we cut in this matchup? It's complicated, right? Because Cavern's actually good.
So, yeah, Cavern respecting Dispute now is kind of interesting. I would cut Metamorphs.
Well, that makes sense because
It plays
any
into
matchup.
Plays into Dispute and Force of Vigor, and also it's a matchup, so
Yeah.
we've got to get those out of the deck. We are on the play. Oh, no, we're on the draw. So, Cavern stays in.
Yeah,
Gemstone Caverns.
It seems we have to cut some lands, it seems like. I don't know what they are.
I brought out my Sagas in this matchup as a force of habit because the constructs, like, it's hard for them to be relevant unless it's in games like that, and against Force and Blood Moon, it's so easy for them to engineer just a blowout against Saga, especially if they're on the play. So I just brought out my Sagas, and then that gives you a pretty clean substitution.
That makes sense. I've sort of had the experience sometimes when I cut all my Sagas that I wish I could prime time for them, even though I never want to actually draw them.
Yes, that...
But it may be that if they have Blood Moon and Saga, that's just too... And Force Brigade, that's just too much for that even to come up.
That is something that comes up. Post-Cyborg, though, when you have these bullets in your deck, often those games you're going to want to get, like, T-West Growth Chamber, so you can get Explosives next turn or something like that. So I think those scenarios come a little less often, but...
No, that makes sense. I know, like, so, like, when I was testing this deck for Energy Champs, I did a thing where I, like, shaved to, like, 1 to 2 Sagas frequently. I rarely shaved to 0.
Yeah.
But it's possible. But admittedly, none of my matchup Saga was as bad as, like, they were all Blood Moon or Fav, not Blood Moon and Fav.
Yes.
So I'm pretty open to this because no one was playing around as a champ, so I didn't test a single game of the matchup. Yeah. But yeah.
So Chad has brought up the Stonebrain a lot. What is it in the board for?
Okay, actually, so Stonebrain is just a good way to just KO some of the linear decks that can race you. So, like, Living End, for example, or I assume you report it in the mirror or stuff like Tron or whatever. This matchup, I think you probably... So, we're on the draw. The thing is, on the draw, it's... Against Cascade decks in particular, you play turn 2 Stonebrain, they play turn 3, they Cascade, and then it's too late. Right. On the play, it's more defensible, but this is why I think it's a bit of a trap as a sideboard card in general, because against the decks where you want it most, often it's too slow on the draw.
Okay.
Dom, I appreciate that you had us play this on stream, but has aspects to it which you actively don't recommend.
Well, I like the Stonebrain. I would want to try it out, but it can't be your plan by itself, is what I'm saying. Like, you have to be aware of the dynamics in the matchup.
That's fair. Is this hand good? It seems kind of bad.
It doesn't do anything.
Seems like we should mulligan.
I would mulligan this hand, yeah. It's tough to know, given the density of, like, nuclear option hate cards that they have, and also just generic disruption. It's hard to know what a good hand really looks like. You kind of just have to play it by ear, but this hand doesn't really have anything too recommended, I would say. Especially on the draw where, like, our first play is turn 3. So, like, this is also not a good hand, and there's a good chance if you keep it, you just don't do anything, you die. But you can see how it would develop into a good hand, potentially.
Well, I assume we should keep this on 6, right? You don't think so?
I mean,
maybe it's too dangerous. I mean, I understand that we instantly lose the game on.
I think you should. Yeah. So I would keep and tuck Swan Song.
The second one, yeah. I mean, basically, okay. Here's the idea of this hand. The idea of this hand, to explain slightly for chat, is we're gonna open on Amulet of Vigor, and then play Cavern on Beast, and then if we draw like almost any land, our hand will be.
I think goodish. Specifically in this hand, we're not leading on Amulet of Vigor.
Oh, you want to play? You want to play Map?
Yeah. Because this hand is very dependent on Amulet to do anything.
Well, what about now?
Now I think I still want to play Map.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. But what are we going to map for? A bounce land, I guess?
If it's a Blood Moon hand, then maybe Beseiju. Otherwise, Growth Chamber or, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we get to know because we can, like, pass and see what they do.
Yeah.
Classic Keep and Die Slasher. Come on now. Have a little faith. Pretend you believe in this deck like you believe in cutting Oath of Nissa for mono green.
I wouldn't mind if Sasha was cutting it for good cards.
Oh, I know. Should I play Sunhome?
Yes.
Seems like we can just wait on deciding on our Cavern still. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe there's a weird situation where, like, they Blood Moon us and it's, like, worse because we didn't get the Cavern down because then we can't wait on the Sage or something weird like that, but that seems pretty unlikely.
Man, Invasion is broken has been claimed.
I think Invasion might actually be good.
In mono green?
I'm an Invasion skeptic.
Invasion of Ixalan.
Wait, which Invasion?
I assume Sasha means Ixalan.
Yeah, I believe he does, but, you know. Okay, so we should find Synchro Chamber?
Yes.
They didn't do anything. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should find Growth Chamber.
The one that's just a better Oath, or you mean the one that hasn't printed yet? Okay, sorry. But we still aren't actually doing anything.
We aren't. So,
This is very weird. We could like leave up Swan Song, but like they can respond by cascading. Then I guess
they can respond by cascading. That gives us a lot of redraws towards like a Titan next turn. The problem is, so let's say we play Amulet, right? Then we play Rose Chamber. If they force figure our Amulet in response,
They could also dispute the Amulet.
You could dispute Amulet, sure. Or just hardcast force negation.
Well, okay, so maybe we shouldn't do this. What if here's a crazy line. We could play Cavern, play Arboreal Grazer, put in Simic Growth Chamber, and pass.
I kind of want to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
it
how
might be right.
That is, but alternatively, so let's see. If we somehow get to next turn with Amulet in play, we go up to 5, down to 4, up to 6, but we don't have Swan Song protection even, so it's a little dicey. I kind of want to do your line, yeah.
Yeah, and like
take it
Cavern on Giants, I assume.
It's kind of wonky. Yes, I'm assuming they're not gonna. I mean, if they dispute Grazer, sure. I mean, that's.
I assume they're not either. If that happens, it happens.
Well, in that case, we should Grazer first, right?
Oh,
Just
you're right. To see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we're putting in Simic Growth Chamber.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bounce. I don't know.
I think you bounce Sunhome.
Sure. I like to float the mana to put the Fear of God in our opponent. How do you feel about that?
And then play Cavern of Souls on Giant.
Yeah.
And now, actually, I think you do want to cast Amulet, because then if it resolves and you hit Bounce Land next turn...
Yeah, then we can Titan.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We can Titan with backup even, yeah. And if they fob us here, we're not that far from slow Titan.
Yeah, if this is hard casting Force Negation or something, I kind of want them to do it now.
Yeah. I mean...
So they pitch, okay.
Well, they pitch, which means they're going to Violent Outburst, presumably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussion of finals here. Look, chat. No one's ever been punished by not looking at their finals. I think we can all agree on that. It's never happened in history. I'm just a doing finals hater.
I am realizing now it's coming up on 10 years since I took my finals in college and not in whatever form of high school these Zoomers are in. So yeah, it's.
They're talking about finals in high school?
They might be talking about college.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I would prefer to age shame them as much as possible. So I approve of what Dom said.
I see.
Okay. Any bounce lands?
Dryad, which...
It certainly isn't a bounce land.
No, but it's actually decent, because it means that if we can protect it and then resolve Titan, the Titan will be lethal.
Yeah, that's true. So we should just play it and then land, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And I guess I should hold up Simic Growth Chambers so I can fight over the Dryad.
Yeah. It's weird because
I get that means we don't have 2 up then on their turn. But
yes.
I think it's still right.
It's a weird spot, but yeah.
Look, what I would say about Amulet is this. I'm pretty good at Magic, so when we're just playing Magic, it's not a big problem for me.
But you see, Andrew, it's not Magic.
I started running trouble when we need to think about our 6th tutor of the turn because we need to figure out the mana that we need to leave floating so that our Slayer Stronghold that we'll eventually find can give haste while still finding a non-bonus scarce land. At that point, I'm just
okay,
I'm in the sauce.
I think we are going to lose this game, but we're also low on time. So I guess just preserve as much of that for game 3 as we can.
Okay. I'll make plays at random. I'll trump block. It's fine.
Now I would soak up some damage there. That makes sense to me.
I mean, we might not lose is the thing. What if we just draw the bounce land?
I mean, I'm not quite sure what's going on over there, but...
I mean, our opponent's hand is clearly bad. I don't know what's in it, but it's not good.
Yeah, if they have Fire Ice or something, okay, well...
Okay,
we're just going to cast our spells, so yeah.
Yeah.
We have a Cavern on Giant already, right?
Yeah.
So I guess Cavern Nymph?
Sure, Cavern Nymph.
Yeah.
What if I Cavern Dryad just to spite you? How'd you feel about that? I mean, and I don't really know what we find. It's kind of a weird situation. I guess maybe T-West?
So we can threaten Valka plus... So, okay.
Oh, you want Valka?
Yeah. Okay, so there are a few options, I think, on the table. We could Valka Vesuva as bounce land. Vesuva picks up itself, and then you can replay the Vesuva as the bounce. So that gets you 4 triggers on this turn, which...
Wait, that cleans up everything. That seems really good.
Well, I mean, it would be lethal if they had nothing. But I'm assuming they have something. So the question is, how do we hedge against that? You could, Valka and some other land, 2 triggers, try and kill a Rhino, and if you successfully kill the Rhino, you're probably in the clear. but maybe not. You could also, you could do the Vesuva Valakut thing. And then try and replay an untapped land and have Swansong open. But
I don't think that matters because
they're gonna sniff it out and just do it in this way.
Whatever they have, they're gonna do it now. Yeah. I think we should find. Valakut Vesuva, but I'm not sure we should go for them.
No, you could also T-West bounce land on the grounds that let's say you have to chomp with Titan or something, Dryad dies. You can then transmute for either another pact or explosives next turn, and continue that way. You could just get Valakut T-West, which kind of does both of those things in a way.
Yeah, if we find it, it's good. I think we should find Valakut in something. I feel pretty strongly we should find Valakut in something.
Okay. We should do something, I think is the operative term.
Let's find Valakut. I think Valakut T-West might be right, but it's very weird.
Because then it makes bounce land into a good draw.
Yes.
If that's the case. Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I'm not sure if it's right. But
I think with more time, it's actually an interesting spot to try and puzzle out. But as it stands,
it's fine. They have nothing.
Okay. Well, that happened rather quickly. Yeah. Okay.
Look, we'll be fine, chat. Don't worry about the clock. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Okay. Now I assume we win. Is I think what happens here.
So wait, they just had nothing?
Yes.
They just had a handful of counterspells?
I don't know what their hand is, but it didn't do anything.
This could be Fury, actually. Maybe? No, they were just cast it last time?
I don't know what our opponent's hand. I have no idea. The only question in front of us is should we block this Rhino?
Untap.
Okay, then it taps. Well, now
you have double counterspell protection, so...
Yeah, now I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
Let's play this land.
Don't play it yet, because if you get another Valakut, then...
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, let's attack.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have double strike. We have, they're so dead.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me to describe now how dead our opponent is.
It's so over, as the kids like to say.
Well, I assume our opponent maybe has a pile of fire ices, but they might try to. If they try to ice, I'm just going to counter it. If they try to ice, I'm going to counter it again.
They're shocking again. What is going on?
I don't know. They only have 3 cards. It's
yeah.
I just can't imagine what their hand is. Okay.
No. Yes. Swansong off.
Was that not the right one? Sorry.
Just tap some other land for blue. Is the thing.
Oh,
just
okay. That's
in
fair.
case. Yeah.
You're right. I also think it doesn't matter because they're not resolving
I also
anything.
think yes.
Great. Let's find Vesuva, shall we?
Yeah.
Vesuva and, I don't know, a bounce land of some sort.
Yeah. Vesuva, as Valakut, and bounce land.
Vesuva plus in a growth chamber. So Vesuva copies Valakut.
Yeah.
And we just send all the triggers upstairs, basically.
Yeah.
This on the bottom. You.
So wait, if they kill the Dryad here, does it stop
The triggers
it?
all fizzle, yes.
Yes.
But we just have another Swansong as well.
Yeah.
So
they have the full swing now, so we can just Swansong that, and then they
Yeah.
die. And we can also give our Titan double strike with Dryad's Rainbow Mana.
yes.
Yeah.
They're in many ways. The thing is, even if they had, even if they somehow had another fob, which they can't have because they don't have a card to pitch, but
Yeah.
even if they had another fob to kill this and fizzle all of this, we give this Titan double strike. It's 12 power. They have to chump block.
Yeah.
With the Rhino, in fact.
Yeah.
So then,
we're
not losing.
Well, they'll have a second bird actually.
Oh yeah, so you chump with 2
They can
birds,
chump block
sure.
with 2 birds.
But then we still win. The Rhino's not even lethal. It's not even lethal if they draw the burn spell with which is Fire Ice because it doesn't do 3.
Yeah.
So basically, I have no idea how we ever lose.
Can we see if they're chatting, by the way?
Are they chatting? Are they
No.
chatting
No.
shit? Okay,
Oh.
yeah. So that matchup is what one of many reasons why I like Swansong. So you think about what it did there. It's efficient answer to Blood Moon. Counters their main threat in terms of cascading into footballs, and then also counters the main ways that they can contest your big plays, whether it's Force of Vigor, Fire Ice, stuff like that. You often get to a turn where you can do your thing, and you need to beat one piece of interaction, and it's a good way to beat one piece of interaction.
All right. We have one more in us, right, Greg?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good.
we got our main cash. We blocked it in. We're aiming high now.
Yeah.
We might be able to do better than the People's Trophy, which is really the dream. It has Grazer blocks the swan.
It does. No, it's a real Splinter Twin situation.
I would just like to state that this is a really low bar for the combo, but or sorry, great synergy is what it was called, but yeah. All right.
For example, Ragavan and Swan Song, not a Splinter Twin situation. They're just going to block your monkey. Here, you're good to go. Okay, so
we're on the play.
We're on the play.
This hand is not good, but maybe we should keep.
This is the class of hand which I always agonize about, where like you have the ability to be explosive, but you're missing the payoff, and the payoff is one of the main bottlenecks in the deck in terms of you have the fewest copies of it, and sometimes you can artificially add to that count if, like, for example, if we had double Amulet, then we're making enough mana that T-West or map for T-West would now become a legitimate threat.
But here it's not really, yes.
Here that's not really the case. You do have more time usually to find a threat than any of the other potential missing pieces. One of the heuristics for Amulet is, if you think about what goes into the Amulet updraw, there's enough moving parts that most hands are going to be missing at least one part. And so you then have to solve for, well, how much time do I have? How important is that missing piece? What forms of disruption might they have? The other pieces that I have. So usually you can't really look at the hand just as you see it in the opening 7. You kind of have to think about how that tree might evolve over the next turn or two. In this case, I would always be happy if we were on the draw and we were able to have a nice little luck counter situation. But
so I think it's also somewhat relevant that Bot informs us that our opponent was last seen playing generic Ragavan.
Which is scam.
Generic Ragavan likely means non-combo breach, but it could mean a weird Ragavan. It could legitimately mean generic Ragavan.
Okay, sure.
But it mostly means breach without combo.
Okay.
So this is a good hand against like mostly non-interactive Ragavan deck, but I don't know. On the play, I think we can probably do better. And if it is that exact matchup, then again you can just kind of try and go fast and beat them, and we can find a hand that goes fast. So.
Okay, so you want to mull?
Yeah, I think we should mull.
I would be inclined to mull if you were not present, but
Okay.
I'm not very confident.
All right.
For whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
All right, should we keep this?
We should keep this, and I think Tuck Forest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, to be clear, I'm not that confident about they're playing. Like, there's a chance that we're just
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I'd say MTG Bot is right about 50% of the time.
It's also a lot of days ago. So.
Yeah.
MTG Ball's just trying its best, It does what it can with the info.
Sure, right. It's telling you when it was last seen playing, and
Okay, so with this hand, I assume we're just doing the classic Grazer Saga on 1, and just like,
Yes.
we can make some constructs.
Yeah.
Love to make constructs.
And the hands like that, it's like you put them under a lot of pressure early and force them to fight over what you're doing on the board. And then 3 or 4 turns down the line, if you found the pieces you're missing, well, now you just go off because your Saga found an Amulet and you go off the races.
Yes. We're definitely playing Saga. Why would we not want to play Saga Grazer? Okay, so this does look like... So, wait, Azak said that the deck list was Prowess, maybe?
Oh, that is a generic Ragman deck.
So, maybe this is just Prowess
I
then?
mean,
This
if
looks
that's the
like
case,
Prowess.
Grazer is kind of an us. So,
Yeah.
happy to have that.
is there a better feeling in the world than getting your Grazer unholy heated?
Not that I've experienced in my life. Okay.
So, this is somewhat interesting. Because we
It
could
is.
just play Azusa and put lands into play. But, we don't have enough lands to actually double construct, though. So I'm not sure what that actually accomplishes.
Yeah, so we'd be giving up a construct this turn and potentially a construct.
End turns down the line? Yeah. For some end.
Although,
I think we're getting up 2... I think we're going to end up getting only 2 constructs if we do that, right? Oh, no, wait, is that true? Maybe we get 3? We actually get 3 out of potential...
the problem is construct in the short term is bad against Lava Dart if it is Paris. Because we have a 1-1, they dart our 1-1, then we get another 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there is the alternative line mentioned in the chat of like, if you save Saga for this turn, you then get full value from the Saga and still get to develop with Azusa.
That's true. But
I
I don't understand why developing Azusa matters in this situation.
No.
It seems like it mostly doesn't. Like, even if we drew Titan, I can't imagine... I don't see why having our lands play this turn is important.
I don't think it is especially. I think there is a case for just Azusa play out our lands. Because then, like, we don't necessarily need full value from all our constructs. And if...
what top deck makes that right, is my question. Like, let's say you could pick your top deck, right?
Yeah.
What card would you draw that would make having put our lands in play right? Because I can't name it. Like, if we draw Titan, we still don't have mana to do it to Titan.
No, if you... Well, so I guess the argument would be if you want both sagas to pop off ASAP, then I guess you could just like play the other saga and pass, but then you're giving up stuff in the second saga. So
you're saying that like you don't think we're gonna get full value of our sagas anyway? Is your claim?
So what I'm thinking is we might need one saga to find the first amulet and the other saga to find a map for either TOS or a bounce land.
Okay.
Potentially. Mm-hmm. And so if we want the second saga to pop off 2 turns from now, then it might be the best way to do that is just Azusa play out our hand this turn.
As opposed to just playing Saga and say go.
Yes. Because then if we need to change course and play Azusa next turn, then we're committing more mana and maybe giving up a construct.
Okay, I see your argument, yeah. Okay, I'm with you, I think.
So I'll just play out our hand. The counter argument maybe is that this lets them like line up a bolt or something on Azusa and kill it, but that's probably, I think that's fine.
No, that's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a strong argument.
No.
I just mostly think that this really reduces what?
Classic, turn 2. We've played out our entire hand.
Yeah. It's magic.
Yeah.
Well,
this is like you ever as a kid like play like mana drop Magic where you get to play as you remove the 1 land per turn rule.
Big bird. So this our line also opens up. We can so we could potentially like float mana, get Amulet, Garden's copy Amulet, and then the constructs we make it bigger.
Sure, that's fair. So wait a minute. What are you proposing? Oh, you're proposing... Oh shit, wait, did I fuck it up?
No. I'm just... This opens up the line now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They also can't dart now, but...
So let's make construct off the one that's going to die.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then... This happens, that one resolves.
Yeah.
But this one gains the ability, that one resolves.
Yeah, so we find Amulet.
Yeah, clearly the amulet on the first one, and then we bounce in and make a construct for this one, right?
Bounce land, make a construct, and then...
And I mean, I definitely want the bounce in my hand. That's pretty clear, I think.
Yes. The question is, do you actually want to Gardens the Amulet now? Because there is a case that you might want Gardens for mana filtering if the Saga is getting mapped, which then needs to get TOS. The problem, though, is you need a second land drop for that, because you would need... the Gardens would get you 1, and then you need... the second blue mana from somewhere. So if that's a TOS, you're playing that out and then bouncing it with the Sanctuary, which presupposes Azusa's living anyway, which is unlikely, but it's whatever. So now, I think I would Sanctuary, Gardens, copy, Amulet now, because now both of these are 4/4s.
Sure.
Out of belt range.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I was actually going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I should pick up Saga? Like, I might be able to win this game without... Like, you're saying, like, okay, our plan for this game is to make a Titan. I'm wondering if that is even our plan. I'm wondering if our plan is construct beats. Let's start the party.
It might not be the plan, but so if you pick up and replay Saga, that gets you an additional 1 construct over the cycle of that Saga, whereas this Saga Pop Me Off can just get mapped.
Oh, just get mapped to find another Saga.
So
that's true.
If you want to do that, you can still keep that
option. Okay, I'm with you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and this way, if you draw like any Panda, any Titan, we just win on the spot.
Right. Okay. So let's pass turn now.
I like this.
Do we have a? Can one of those attack?
No.
Okay.
And I have a land drop, but I don't want to spend on this. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that the second amulet lives with the lands.
I mean, maybe there's kind of a parent trap situation going on, you know, where the amulets were like separated at birth and they've never met, and like they're gonna have to come together through a series of wacky hijinks.
Nice. I would watch that movie.
Do you like that they're specifically about inanimate objects?
Yeah.
Would you say that in general you like movies more or less when they're about inanimate objects?
You know, I've watched some good movies about inanimate objects before.
How did you feel about the Toy Story franchise?
Great! Great example!
How did you feel about the Toy Story franchise?
I was trying to think of an example and you clearly thought of the best one. I mean, I watched a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine in my day.
Same.
And those are inanimate objects.
I'm gonna block. I don't care.
The Thomas the Tank Engine lore is kind of horrifying if you actually dig deep into it, which, as a 3-year-old, you probably were not doing.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, let's make a construct, shall we? Oh, wait. No, we don't Zeus anymore. We're not going anywhere, I think.
What?
You want to get Simic Growth Chamber and go off?
We can't go. Yeah, we're to make a construct.
I don't see how we go nuts here.
Yeah.
I mean, we want map, I assume. But... Because now we're close to going somewhere. But we're not there.
Cleveland?
Yeah, we can get... let's see.
My proposal is something like, get map, play Sanctuary, like, leave Sanctuary in play, use the floating mana to, like, crack map, find Simic Growth Chamber. Next turn, we have 4/8 mana. Oh, it's not quite enough.
Yeah, so we're one short if we do that. That's the thing.
But I still think we should get map. Because we don't have blue mana, like...
Yes. I mean, so getting map means we open up stuff like Grazer or Azusa or Dryad even as... actually, Dryad is fine either way, but...
Dryad's fine either way, yeah.
Yeah. We open up those again as additional routes to do that, so...
What also opens up the option of just playing other Saga.
Yes.
But I guess obviously we can't do that this turn, though, for mana reasons.
Yeah, we can get map.
I think map is right. Like, I mean, we could not play this. Also, I'm not sure if given that we found map we should play this. But, let's attack for 12 though, shall we?
Yeah.
I love attacking for 12.
I mean, I think we're pretty likely to win this game with construct beats, to be honest. So, do you want to say go?
So if we...
Like, it feels like...
Oh, one thing I might want to do is play Sanctuary, pick up a Seiju in case they have Underworld Breach.
Oh, wait, that's very reasonable.
I figure that's actually the most likely way we lose this game at this point.
Yes. No, love that line. That's great. And then the question is, should we crack map with our, like, spare mana, kind of?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of like we don't know what we want, is the issue.
Well, and we're not going to use the 2 mana we have anyway,
and then
right?
We try to float. Yes, we Besage. Yeah, anyway, fine.
Oh, right, Besage.
We can map and still Besage up, but yeah.
Yeah. So this cuts us off. Let's say we have to use Beseiju, and then we draw like Titan or something, and then mapping for Valentine doesn't help us. But I think that's more remote than the other timeline.
Well, it seems like we're just winning by a lot. Is kind of my analysis of the game.
Yes.
So like the situation is really like it's not about.
Okay. So there's Underworld Breach.
Well, we're geniuses. Look at our enormous brains. One of which has an enormous crown on it.
I do have a very big head, so there's got to be something in there.
Yeah.
Just taking up all that space.
Yeah, it's entirely amulet lines.
I'm really impressed that the crown fits your head so nicely, honestly.
It's meant to be.
I feel like I've had other people be like, can I try on the crown? And I'm like, sure. And they just like put it and it like falls down to here. Well, you know?
We let them... Actually, no, we don't let them results avail as well.
I think we let them do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they could like bin an instant. Like it's...
Yes.
Yeah. The situation with Breach, I actually think the heuristic is very simple. You should kill Breach at the first moment you can, always. Like... Trying to consider all the possible things that go wrong is like too much mental energy. But I feel like this heuristic is actually never wrong.
But if you go to their end step, it just sacrifices itself.
We also, at this point, we don't want to give them any shot of breaching away Delirium because we want those channels attacking.
Yeah,
we have 3 lethal attackers.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Nee, thanks for the subscription! 8 months! That's so exciting!
Really hitting us with it's been noodly. Really a deep cut there for the Greg Orange fans in the chat.
Yeah.
Really one of the progenitors of it.
God, at the draft I went where I drafted Luris, Greg Orange was there. It was so confusing. People kept talking about Greg this, Greg that, Greg this. And they were never talking about me.
Wait, Greg, did you know that I posted in one of my group chats that I lived with you randomly? Like I was discussing like some sort of event.
Yeah.
And they were like, you live with Greg? And I'm like, I don't think you mean the right Greg. But I do in fact live with Greg.
I also when
y'all ready to play League 2? Ugh.
Greg,
it's almost 1 a.m. Yeah.
When people were talking about the Greg who got like DQ'd from a Pro Tour for throwing some hissy fit and like throwing his limited.
Let's talk for 6, shall we?
What? I've never heard that story, but okay. Did you think it was me?
I did actually think it was you. Yes.
that's opens.
Yes.
That's like so antithetical to who I am as a
Right,
person.
What's funny about it is how much that isn't Greg.
So this is still...
So now I guess they can double block one, but then they have to chump the other. It's still pretty bad for them.
Well, they get... Can't they set it up so they get both of our...
I don't think so. They swing to 4/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I made this attack, I was pretty sure nothing could go wrong, and that is kind of my opinion. Still,
Sure.
Seems like they had unholy heat, and nothing has gone wrong.
Is this game 1?
Yeah. Don't worry, it's fine.
I know.
If you're about to worry about the clock,
I've been worried about the clock a lot, and it's never been a problem.
Okay, so now let's not crack map, shall we?
Wait, do we want to... Oh, right.
Do I want to play Roll Turf? I guess not really.
I guess you want to play T-West?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
play T-West. Good old T-West, getting into the battlefield.
Question, were we meant to order it to kill the Shredder instead? In case they draw like another breach or something?
The
Oh,
shield instead.
maybe. I was thinking because this forces this to attack, which can give us lethal.
Well, if they get...
Oh, yeah.
If
Okay.
they get another breach, we can find another Beseiju, right?
That's true. We can at instant
Oh, we
speed find a
can.
Seiju. Yeah. Greg's right. I think what we took is correct.
I've seen us in the red so many times, and 60% of the time it's a problem. Hey, Steve Stormblast, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow. Nia, I don't think in the history of the stream, have we ever lost a game to timing out?
Well, it depends on what you mean by lost a game timing out.
Hmm.
Have we lost a game we would have won with more time? Yes. Have we ever
Okay.
hit 0? No.
Okay.
Also, we can't map for Bog because we don't have Bog. So,
Are they just
Good
not
talk.
picking up Gigant? I guess, why would they? But
yeah, I don't know.
they don't have Gigant.
They don't have it.
Interesting.
Okay, so we're going to tap and attack them?
What does that mean? Yes.
Seems like that's what we do.
Yeah.
I don't really know what our plan is for this game aside from keep attacking this construct. So can I copy the construct with this?
No.
No. Damn.
You explicitly cannot do
Should
that.
I make it a 5/5? Does that play on anything? Maybe.
Well, you don't need to do it right now, right? You could just play
Oh yeah, you
guns
just play it and attack, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because WotC loves making things that can only use at sorcery speed these days, and
Yeah.
for some reason the Guardian just can't like does not follow this rule, but
I was wondering if we wanted to go find another saga now.
Well, so if we just find, if we map the growth chamber next turn, or for, we have that lined up next
Yeah,
turn, so we
okay,
get to
okay.
9 and then can,
yeah, I think we don't need to do anything.
yeah. So this is Lava Dart? Okay.
So Lava Dart means they always kill the construct, right? I believe. Because okay, so we can make the construct 5/5, but they can put 2 damage on it and make the thing a 3/4, but maybe we want to force them to do that.
Yeah.
I think we do want to force it, because, we just copy Amulet and that's...
Right, so, I mean, we could actually copy map, but I guess that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's copy Amulet.
Yeah.
Mostly I just think copying map is fun, is the thing.
It is.
It's
I
like
like
way
getting
more
attacked
fun.
Amulet, though.
I also love Amulet, Sanctuary West, Amulet, Forest,
Yes.
Amulet.
You appreciate the ordering of our triplets?
Yeah.
I'm just saying the lore of the film is really, really taken off now.
So this is not necessarily a standard breach deck.
Well, this is pretty standard for...
Non-combo breach.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still thinking through why they don't have Gigantha.
That I don't know. That I assume is wrong, but they're playing some double-colored card they really like that they think solves all their problems. My guess would be that it does not solve all their problems, if you ask me my opinion.
Yes.
But,
So after this very strange game,
we are
we're
going to
just currently on turn 7, we're just going to play a Titan.
Yeah, like, it's kind of sad because I really thought we were going to win with the beatdowns,
Yes.
and we're just not, though.
Wow, the MTG bot list has one main deck seasoned Pyromancer.
Gotta love it.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's clearly worth not having Giganta. I don't know what to say. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's Titan and let's
Yeah.
Titan them. I can make another Titan, I think, if I
You
want
can.
to.
With 3 Titans, like T-West makes 3, Growth Chamber makes 6, so that's 9, which is enough to T-West for packs for Titans. So it basically pays for itself, and you can put as many T-West for packs as you have left in your deck. You can just go through that train as many times as you want.
Yeah, which I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Back in the day, did you play him yet when it had 4 T-West, by the way?
In the Summer Bloom days.
Well, like, wait, when do you mean?
When I had Summer Bloom.
Well, I mean, it also played them after Summer Bloom was banned, but also when it wasn't very good.
Good night, CC.
So, but yes, including the Summer Bloom days.
Yeah, I don't think I ever actually put 4 copies in a deck, but I had like 3 or whatever.
Okay. So let's just pact again. Because, see, I've actually done this sequence a lot because that's probably when I played the most hours of Amulet.
Yes, yeah.
Had 3. Maybe had 3. So Boros, Garrison, and Stronghold, and we just kill them?
Yeah.
I guess we can even, like, fail to find out additional ones if we want to. We probably shouldn't, but we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have 1 card in hand. They can't survive this turn.
Oh, wait, I guess I should have thought more about my ordering here. Whatever, it's too late now. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. Oh no, I did. Fuck.
It'll be fine.
It will be fine. Yeah, I just look. Don't worry about what I'm doing here. It's fine. It's fine.
Ari's Alex mentions Cryptic Command, which is a reason not to play Gigantha.
That's true.
Okay, so I screwed this up, but it's fine. Let's bounce Slayer Stronghold.
Yes.
Because I can just attack and give it double strike, and it's still immensely lethal.
I bet they have Vapor Snipers. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's a 1 mana instant in their deck that
Okay,
does 6
now
damage.
I would decline.
Okay.
Just don't bother.
Nice.
Alright, so how would you say we should sideboard against Fair Breach? I assume we want the Seijus.
Yeah, and Endurance is phenomenal in this matchup.
Right. Agreed.
Best blocker and fizzles their unfair line.
And then how do you go with Dismember? It kills Rog, but doesn't do much else of note.
I generally don't board Dismember in if the only thing I'm trying to do with it is kill Rog. If I see like Megas in the Moon or whatever, boarding in Dismember. But
I definitely want this.
Standing pat.
And Bog?
Well, they're like all ones, right?
They all, yeah, I think you probably do.
Like we saw Swift Spear, they have a lot of ones, right? That means they have at the very least Rogavon.
Yes, and sometimes it's like preemptive breach insurance. So I would cut Colossus and Metamorphs.
Do we want Bog?
Bearing that this is a matchup.
Oh, we want Bog.
I think we do want Bog, and then we're going to be on the draws. We do want Gemstone. We probably don't want Cavern of Souls in as high numbers.
Yeah, I mean, they might have some counter magic, but probably pretty late.
I doubt it. I honestly would just cut all the Caverns.
Okay, you want 0.
Yeah.
0 is reasonable. I mean, this is a valid configuration of our deck.
Yeah.
So, would you say this is a tier next Rex matchup? Why or why not?
It is because you gotta kill him with poison.
This can't be Unholy Heated. Did you consider that?
You gotta toxic him. And if they try, they have to pay a bunch of mana and then have the thing not die.
The counters are always Aether Gust, so yeah, that I think is probably true.
Yeah.
But you consider this has Ward 4 though, so if they try to attack with Aether Gust in the stack, you just ask them to pay 4.
That's a good paper only play.
I think Swan Song is not worth it unless you expect a lot of Blood Moons to go with the Breaches.
Yeah.
I'd expect some number of moons, maybe.
It's like 2, right? Average, yeah.
But I think the card is not compelling enough otherwise, because against Motai, for example, right, Swan Song can also punch through a dress down, a counter spell, something in that way.
Yes.
No.
Don't we usually cut Saga against Blood Moon on the draw? I don't think so. At least I wasn't doing that, but I don't know. I occasionally shade them if I thought they had Blood Moons and more. Like if I thought they had Blood Moons and Weird.
Yeah, it's basically, if it's a matchup where you can sometimes just play Saga on 1 and then race them, which I think this is, then I leave them in even if there is some threat of Blood Moon. But
Wow. I think the card Ari's talking about is Echoing Truth.
Ooh, that's a lot of Blood Moons, Jesus. Why did no one tell us that there are so many Blood Moons?
Well, it could have been.
Ari just said went to go look at the list. I thought I'd pull it up on my
I assume
side.
I should mulligan this hand.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's kind of nuts if you draw a bounce land, but then...
Well, I know, but...
A common refrain among Amulet players. More and more of them are saying this, in fact.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good.
This hand's definitely good. I assume I tuck what? The T-West?
I think it's T-West, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, I don't know how many... So let's see. What are we worried about if we make multiple amulets? Well, Echoing Truth, for one thing.
Can Echoing Truth bounce lands?
Well,
No,
it certainly can bounce lands that have become Amulet
I
Vigors.
see.
If you wanted to name some things it can bounce.
I assume the thing that's scary is if it bounces attacking.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Yeah, so...
Because that sets us up to just go completely berserk on 3.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we should just do it and hope they don't have it.
I don't want us to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because realistically, are we beating Blood Moon this game? Probably not.
Our hand is horrendous against Blood Moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I kind of think my general opinion on this sort of thing is like, look, we're playing a deck against which there is a deranged hate card.
Yeah.
And obviously we try to beat when we can, but I think like, look, sometimes your plan is hope they don't draw it and play a good normal game otherwise. And I think that's like, if you're never doing that, you're almost certainly punting equity. Mm-hmm. And I think people do this a lot where like, I don't know, they're playing an artifact deck and they constantly live in fear of Force of Vigor or something like that. It's like, look, sometimes you're just like, if they have Force of Vigor, my plan is to lose.
Yes. There are definitely modern decks you can play that don't have that kind of deranged hate card available against them. And so this is just part of the experience that you signed up for, I'm afraid.
Now I'm not sure what we should do. Because we kind of would like another amulet, so maybe I should just play Gardens Go?
Well, so you're going to get another... Yeah, so play Gardens Go. If they don't Blood Moon you, then you float mana, you get an amulet, you can then play Bounce, play Dryad, replay Gardens, and then set yourself up in a decent spot for
the following turn. Yes.
Yeah, I think I like that. Because the other option would be just bounce and pick up Saga, and then play a bit of a slower game. Also weak to Blood Moon on this turn cycle. Also susceptible to other stuff, potentially.
Yeah. I think...
I just play Gardens, yeah.
I just think the other line is so goddamn anemic.
Yeah.
And this line is punished by mainly, specifically, Blood Moon. Maybe that's not the full list, but like for the most part.
I mean, there's a world where like they just miss a land drop, they iterate on this turn, or play a Shredder, and then we find like any amulet, any grazer, any patch, any type, we just kill them. They're just dead.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Any metamorph, which isn't on a deck.
I have a question that I'm afraid to ask. Let's say they play Blood Moon, we play Forest, Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Yes.
Yeah, good question.
And
we do that.
We now our mountains tap for any color of mana.
It works favorably for us.
Except Blood Moon goes away, I guess. But if we play Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and then they play Blood Moon...
So timestamps win, basically. So
Okay.
if we play Dryad, they play Blood Moon, all of our lands are now mountains.
Okay.
If they play Blood Moon, we play Dryad, all of our lands still lose their other abilities, but they can now tap for any.
So I'm going to copy this.
Yes.
I would say that Amulet controls no land surprisingly often for a deck that could be termed ramp.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I would...
Oh no, if Blood Moon comes after, what color do basics tap for?
Well, I just play some bounce line about...
They still tap for any color. Yeah. So
it doesn't
I
really
would,
matter.
Again, just play Sanctuary. It doesn't matter.
I mean, sure, we can... I don't know, like... I wasn't sure what you were thinking about. Are you thinking about which bounce line we should play? It's kind of...
It's so that, like, if we drew T-West, then we have the one that makes blue untapping twice on that turn.
But
So
it's going to be bounced back.
Are we making a Titan?
Yeah. No. So we're
No,
going to go
we're not making a
4,
Titan.
down to 1, and then up to 5. This
We
exact
can't
line
quite.
is why a lot of people were wary about Dryad when Guns came out, because you end up in this, like, spot where you're one short a lot of the time.
If this were Azusa right now, we could make Titans.
Yes.
But
Okay.
because it's Dryad, we
Or
can't.
Explore, or any other ramp.
I see. Yeah.
But it's fine.
Dryad is still so good that I think you just take the lick there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So we're just going to play Dryad.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play... But see, now I'm not sure, because we could...
I kind of want to play Endurance. Is that crazy?
You want to play... Okay, because we could Gardens a third Amulet.
We could.
They do
I don't
possibly have Echoing Truth.
I also don't really want to connive them closer to Third Land Blood Moon, if I can help it.
But we can't, but if we Endurance, they're conniving, and we can't avoid that.
That's what I mean, yeah. But
Yeah.
as opposed to just...
Like, I like Endurance into play, and I like that it respects Echoing Truth to some extent.
Well, okay, so let's say they have Echoing Truth, right? They have to do it on their main phase. And so then we just untap, we play land, Amulet, and then we just play our stuff out again.
Yeah, I
I
guess
don't
it's not
think
that
it's
bad.
that painful for us.
Okay. That's
And
true.
again, time issue.
So you want to play Garden and Copy. That's what you're saying.
I kind of want to play Endurance, is that...
Okay,
No.
well, that's not... Okay, we can do that, yeah. I mean, that's reasonable.
No, Garden Copy.
I'm basically saying that, like, you're pointing out with the Echoing Truth argument is it's actually not that bad for us if our opponent bounces all of our permanents.
Yeah.
Which I think is true.
Yeah.
Like we can replay those points very rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like therefore, like literally, can't we put all of them into play next turn? Like I think
Yeah,
we can.
I guess
We
that's
can't
true.
put them back into amulets again, but it's
Yeah.
the turn after that they're dead again. So
Yeah,
it
like
buys them one turn at most.
so I'm just not
versus
scared of this. And
Meltdown?
I think you're right that like conniving them is really bad, given that they're missing a third land drop and might have Blood Moon.
Yeah.
We're still pretty dead to Blood Moon, to be clear.
Yes, they are taking on a little bit, which is.
I don't
fascinating.
think our opponent would tank a day Blood Moon. Maybe they would. But
Meltdown. Yes. Is that card legal in Modern?
No.
it is not.
There are some deranged anti-artifact cards if you really want to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Go hard
I mean,
against
there's
them.
like Shattering Spree. That's a
Yeah.
pretty deranged one.
By Force would be bad for us.
By Force, yeah.
Classic. That
Any
was
format where-
Everything ruined. That would be really bad for us.
Okay, well like because we took the line we did, then killing our drag just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I really like.
Now this is free. Okay.
I mean, maybe they can have, let's see, is there 1 mana counter that messes with us? Like Spell Pierce messes with us, I guess. So we have exactly 6 mana. But
Potentially, yeah.
so I guess I should play the Bounce Land first because of this.
Well, yes, you. Well,
Oh.
well now you just play that.
Okay. now it's whatever.
Yeah.
So let's do this. I believe we will easily not time out, Greg.
Oh, I stopped being worried about it a while ago. Because I was worried about it like the first 2 rounds, not counting the mill one, and it wasn't a problem at all. And so like
You could easily time out Greg, like from the stream. If you were
that would be so. I'm like pretty stuck in here. Are you suggesting he like pushes me off screen?
You actually do have admin powers too, so that it might be.
That's true.
tricky.
I could just take my laptop and cause chaos. If you kicked me off, I would make you change the candle sponsor so many times with my infinite channel points.
Yeah, it
I
might
would
be a
just
really foolish move for
spam
us.
it so much.
All right, so now here's the actual question of the game. So we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna find Titan. We're gonna play it, and then I don't know what we should do because I guess we could just make another Titan.
Well,
huh?
you can just chain the 3 Titans and have 3 mana up to Hardcast Endurance.
Yeah,
against
yeah,
it,
okay,
so
you're right.
You're fine.
It's easy.
Yeah. Just make sure I double green left and ball
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Right. So let's go find a T-West and a Simic Growth Chamber.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
the candle sponsor's been changed twice. Ugh.
Wait, what does it mean for it to be changed twice?
Okay. What's the name of an operation where doing it twice cancels itself?
Not a 2 cycle.
That's what that is.
I mean, there's a fancier name. An involution, I think, is what we call
Thank you
it.
for involution. I appreciate that. All right. So then we transmute this.
Self-inverting operator, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna change it once and then change. Sounds like math. Can we ban? System magic. That's very mathy.
This is a pro math stream.
All right, so I've now changed the candle sponsor to this scented candle brand lavender candle that my mom got me for Christmas. But now I'm gonna change it again, and I'm gonna use a different scented candle brand scented candle.
Just make sure. So we have a T-West, we have a Bassline, we have
Involution is
okay,
it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do that again. Yeah.
But I prefer the name 2 cycle. It's more, because everything's a permutation at the end of the day.
I mean, they have to take so many game actions before opponent dies, but I believe they're very likely to be dead this turn.
No, they are very dead.
I've been to Target so many times recently, and I forget. I keep meaning to get a better lighter, and I keep forgetting. Anyway, now we have this scented candle, brand scented candle, that's rosemary.
All right, let's bounce this. Oh, and then we can haste all of them Titans too, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
I do like hasting all the Titans.
I do want... They're called bicycles, Greg. That's a great comment.
All right. So let's get...
I do want one of those zappy arc lightning lighters. I actually really want one of those. But also, like, a friend...
Be careful with these.
Yes.
Okay, so now...
Okay. Garrison on bottom.
So wait, so I should click the Garrison ones... Oh, no, wait, so I
Okay.
said
Or
Slayer's ones...
just click all the Slayers ones first.
Yeah, so I should click the ones from the top, in other words.
Yeah.
I am a fan of Cayley's theorem, yes.
The classic question, are you... Oh, no, wait, fuck. My board's Garrison.
But that's okay. Because the Garrison will get to stay and play.
Oh, okay, it's
So
fine.
you can just bounce, like, the taps. So
Yeah, okay, it's fine, yeah. Sorry. That's
You're
true,
good,
true.
you're good.
Would it bother me if you started saying Gregory? Not at all. Lots of people call
Greg
me
doesn't
Gregory.
like
It's
Gregory.
my name. No more theorems. Well, you're anti-theorem.
Just practice.
The thing about theory and practice is they're the same in theory but not in practice. Okay, haste.
Can you call me Greg House? No.
Haste this one. And you want me to cast Endurance here for memes?
Sure.
Alright.
This is Greg's house, though, in a manner.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, cool. So when I should have a little time, should I then decline? I guess I should find Valakut and get some wins, huh?
Sure.
Kelly's Lemma?
Okay, Valakut and any land.
Yeah.
Whatever, these don't matter. I don't even know if I'll bother double checking them. I think I just won't. Alright. Yes. Suva, random land.
Yeah.
Sure.
Copy this. Oh my god, okay.
He's not gonna time out, he says.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna kill my opponent when this ends. This is the thing.
Yeah, you can just, like, F6 through the stack at this point and be fine.
Wait, I just need to put them on the stack. That was the issue.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Okay, I'm gonna just climb the last one, actually. I'm good. This attack is enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
We voted yes. We did it.
Alright. So, easily 2-0ing every match except the one that we got 0-2'd by Mill. is basically what happened.
The median Amulet experience.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, you saw us, I don't know, get a pretty reasonable record with 61 card Phyrexian Metamorph Tyranax Rex Amulet for some reason. Truly proving that, like, literally nothing matters about your Amulet list beyond the obvious cards.
Yes. And you would think Primordial Titan would be one of those obvious cards, but even that is up for debate these days. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's about gonna do it for our Dom special guest Amulet stream.
Yeah, Dom, thank you so much for guesting.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having me.
bringing all the nonsense. If our viewers want to check you out, where should they go find you?
They can find me on Twitter, at Don Harvey. My pin tweet there is the mammoth-length Amulet guide that I mentioned. Also do offer magic coaching, not just for Amulet, but also for magic in general, to help you work towards whatever your magic goals are. Like to think I offer a good deal and good advice there. And just follow me on Twitter if you like nonsense. There is a healthy dose of that on my Twitter feed at all times.
Yeah,
Every hour of the day.
Dom definitely one of the people on Twitter that is as online as I am. So, you know, I really appreciate that about him as a
As
person.
capital O online, yes.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I think that's
awesome.
about gonna do it.
Okay, what about rating this person for this bit? For the bit of this in their name.
They're
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, nice,
Go for it.
nice. Okay, we're gonna raid Dirt Nymph, who we don't know, but they're a nymph. And we've been naming Nymph a lot on this stream, so it really seems like the perfect raid.
And please type name nymph in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really the best we can do here. I really can't imagine rating anyone else. In a sense, we're naming Nymph by rating them.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're rated. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. So go if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and join that raid and enjoy Dirt Nymph stream. Looks like they're playing some March of the Machine drafts, so that should be pretty exciting. If you're new, another shout out to Fluffy Wolf for the big raid. If you're coming over from that stream, thank you so much. We hope you'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow at this same time for some March of the Machine drafting. And yeah, any final thoughts?
61. It's a new 60.
Awesome. Well, on that note, thanks for watching, and System Magic out!